think I got it figured out. I think we're live. Yeah. Okay, cool. We can see everybody's cameras, but only my mic is live because I have to do those, those little thingies. But hello. I'm going to turn... Nope, I'm not going to do that because if I do anything else, something will fall. It's been chaos, and it's so much fun, though. This is what live stuff is all about. We should have just gone live, and you could have seen us sweating and going. I'm plugging like 300 things in and not using a one. Right? That was my favorite part of tonight. We're using the oh, that's true. We are using the mic, but it was like there's microphones and laptops and cords, and we're using one. But you know what? We are here. Do you know why? Because we just like to play games and shit, So, real quick announcements. It always has to be about what's going on and our sponsors. Real quick, sponsors. We've always got our Arc Knight stuff to give away. Ambient Realms helps us out with some of our sounds. Some new music is going to be coming up in some of our shows. That's something I really want to talk about too. I'll give a little spot for that. I know that our buddy Jim, who is here via audio transmission through... I'm going to turn your mic. I'm turning your mic on because there you go.
Now we're live.
Yes.
Don't say anything on Toad.
But
untoward.
It's all about our local community and everything that we do. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. And so he's going to be starting up something soon. And Kat Cahill, who has been since almost day one. Is going to be writing some of the ambiance behind it, some of the music inspired by the 60s-ish. Whatever. It's going to be awesome. So, that's something that's awesome that's going on. Also, a lot of our music that we're doing, that we play in the background, is by a good friend of mine named Tyson Hull up in the Northwest, up in Seattle. You got to check him out. He does have albums popping out every once in a while. You can find him, Tyson Hull Music. He has stuff on Spotify and all that good stuff. There's another local guy here in town who is going to be writing some stuff also that we can use. His name is Styles Munson. Good friend of mine. We game at least once a month. We get together and play some games and stuff, and he's pretty cool musician. So he's going to throw some stuff together, not specifically for us, but we can use anything that he's putting together, which is super cool because he's here in Sacramento. So, I promised every time that I do announcements that I'm working on collections and playlists on Twitch and YouTube. And pretty much every time that I say that, I'm lying to you. But my intentions are good. Okay, that's all I gotta go. My intentions are good. But this week, make sure that we check out we have a podcast. Our bonus round with Mark Dale is coming out this Friday. He is our guy that a good friend of ours played games with him, and he's also the taproom manager at New Glory. So you got to check out that beer. Some good beer. Also, this Saturday, 6 p.m., Total Fiasco. We will be going live, playing another round of Fiasco from Cat Studios. Next week, Generation Hero is back on Tuesday, and also Wednesday we will not be live here. We'll be hosting a channel that yours truly will be on with the SAC Public Library. They are doing a boardless series, and it'll be the third and final series. They did one today, also from 4 to 6:30, 4 to 6. We did host them while we were plugging in cables. So check it out because a good buddy of mine was on there today. One of our artists, the guy who actually drew this, Eli Beard, was on here, was on today for the SAC Public Library. So check him out. Scattered Comics, they've been doing a lot of stuff with us. There's so many things that are coming very, very soon. So let's get to a game so that we can hope to not have more technical difficulties. So I'm going to click some buttons here because now I have to manually click it before I could tap a screen. But we're using that screen to talk to Jim. So
I'm sorry about that.
No, it's like that's the little one that I always go boop, boop, boop. But no, I just have to click now. And I just, I forgot how to do that. But that's all you.
Great. Well, welcome back to another exciting adventure on One Shot Action Theater. Today we're continuing to play Monster of the Week by Michael Sands. Last we left off, you had all an amazing and I'd say rather terrifying adventure through the Point Diablo State Forest, in which trying to beat their kind of government handler to Point Diablo, California.
We did.
No, you did.
Okay.
Did. Technically, you did, but you never reached the city limits until after him.
Either way, he owes us a drink.
He owes us $50.
$50, that's what it was. What happened was that
It's a lot more than one drink.
Teleported from San Francisco to the general area, failing said roll.
Look here.
Look here.
I got close enough. It counts.
It's a big forest. You landed, and you immediately came upon a ranger who you accosted him and knocked him out.
You're looking at me when you say this.
And
I didn't
they
do
bound
anything
him
to
with magic, and he
in
escaped, and he called the cops, and then in a terse showdown, Willow here shot a cop.
She shot first.
No, she didn't. You shot first. Oh, technically she had a taser out.
Look, police brutality is real.
How are they brutalizing you? Answer me that.
They tasered me.
After she shot him.
No, they tasered first.
I was just protecting my companions.
Hand shot first.
Technically, in the order of combat, she makes the action and they make a reaction, which generally means damage. She attacked, it did damage back.
Well, I mean, that's when she tased me, but she tased him first.
She tased you first?
Yes.
No, I'm pretty sure you got
No.
tased first. No, maybe not.
No, I got
either
tased
way.
last.
They were arrested, brought to the local sheriff's county jail, I guess technically, where Nick, who had been in town for a while, heard about this and came to their rescue.
The best part about this, folks, I'm doing all this on phone.
Yes. He's joining us by phone today, and it's going to be very interesting. We tried to do Skype, tried to do Discord. Nothing worked. Nothing worked.
Well, if you can't stop the U.S. Air Force, the Wi-Fi certainly can.
or the Air Force in.
No, we didn't try.
What?
Having him create a Twitch channel. So you have to watch at the same time as this one.
Oh my god. You're a monster.
It happens.
After that, you did some investigation. You came across some crucial details, which I will remind you all in case you forgot. You talked to Alyssa, and you found out her husband's schedule, that he one day decided to go on a run, not in his usual jaunt, and disappeared. And he was missing a silver wedding band and a silver crucifix. You talked to Francesca, the person whose boyfriend is currently missing. She decided she wanted to go out and investigate herself. You all rolled not a complete success, but a mostly success to dissuade her from going out and investigating on her own. We'll see how that resolves this time.
It's not going to be good.
You also took a look at all the bodies. You found that their innards and their fluids were gone. There are overlarge bite marks, and that they were desiccated, as if they had no moisture left in their bodies. You also met Tovar and Athea, a daemon, who run an emporium here in town for the Oculates. They seem to have known that Willow, Lexi, and Nate were in town, and
Deserve to be dead. They deserve to be dead.
who deserves to be dead?
The daemon.
The daemon is not the same as a demon.
The daemon's a demon.
The daemon is not a demon. The
The
daemon is
words
a
are
spirit.
similar.
Matt Damon is a nice man.
It is spelled Daemon.
Daemon's a demon.
Yeah,
Daemon is
but
a
you gotta worry
spirit.
about that
Daemon's
meth
a
thing.
demon.
If you watch
No,
that
it is
Breaking
not.
Bad, though.
You are weird. So,
Well, thank you.
at the end of the last session, you decided you were going to go speak to the police officers who were on the scene, Eliza Wright and Dave Randall. And it's roughly about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Early evening. And that's where we'll pick up today.
Oh, that's good. we decided we were going to go talk to the police officers. Remember the last time we talked to them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
figured
recall
it's
the last time we talked to them. Just let me do the talking this time. Don't.
Well, don't worry. We got this. We got this.
It's okay.
You don't have your hunting rifle. I'm pretty sure they confiscated it. So
No, you got
me
that out of
do
lockup
talking.
as well. It is currently in your possession.
Oh, okay.
So you
well,
can
I
give it
can
back
go
to her
and
as
use
she
it, and
needs
I hand it to Willow there.
Okay,
She is now rearmed.
That was stupid of you.
Down a bullet.
Hey, I took all the bullets out. So the least you could do is try to swing that as a club, and that's probably not going to work.
I mean,
Okay,
what do you
Nate.
need bullets for, really?
Nate, I need to protect myself. You don't understand.
Yeah, from all the creepy, geeky, like forest rangers and stuff, right?
Ranger Rick.
Technically, all I
Especially
did
Ranger
was put
Rick.
him down for a nap.
You put him down for a nap. You knocked his ass out.
When he was sleeping.
Altered out. Okay, I mean, he's alive right now, isn't he?
Yes, he's
I mean,
alive.
Yeah,
He
he's
was-
traumatized.
He
And
was doing something with blood on his hands when we first saw him, so he might be the murderer. Who knows?
Honestly, I'm pretty convinced he's the murderer.
he didn't have blood on his hand.
You said he was using gloves to...
He had gloves that were pulled off. He did not have them currently on, and you did not see whether they're covered.
We
in
caught
blood.
him red-handed. That's what I believe.
Red
It
gloves.
is common practice for people, especially in sort of law enforcement, to have rubber gloves, latex, neoprene, whatever,
Not wearing
to protect
them.
their hands from any sort of fluids.
Well, it's also common ground for serial killers to keep them on them to protect themselves from the police. So, I mean,
You're
a
not.
little mayo.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Of course, I'm not wrong. I'm me. Well, I was never wrong.
Well,
Really?
ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this,
Never
I just want
wrong.
you to know I have some really weird friends, but they're all right.
Thank you. I'm glad you consider us friends.
Yeah.
Says that now. Wait till the bullets start flying.
Yeah, I know, right? Who's
Yeah,
gonna
then
drop
I'm gonna be
first?
honking the horn in the car saying, "Get in the car!"
So,
That
currently
crazy
5 p.m. You're
commercial.
all in your. I believe you drove a Camino, an El Camino, right?
No, it's a Dodge Charger.
Dodge Charger. Sorry, I have it in here. I didn't look at it.
Sounded so.
1969 Dodge Charger.
Yes.
So you're all kind of packed in there.
Well, it's
I
got
need
a
my
bench
bullets
seat in the back, and it's got a passenger seat, so yeah, I wouldn't say we're too packed like sardines.
Let's be honest, American cars of the late 60s, early 70s, especially muscle cars, didn't have a whole lot of space in the back.
Yeah, because all the space got taken up by the giant motor.
Exactly. So, what are you guys up to? What are you guys doing?
Arguing for my bullets back.
Talking to the detectives.
Well,
Watching the detectives.
Do you know where they're at?
We were gonna go. Weren't they at the sheriff's station?
You were told that, but you have not gone there yet. You're still currently in some place on. You had just talked to Francesca, so you're kind of on the opposite side of town.
Okay, we climb into Le Car, or I climb into Le Car,
Lay car.
wave at them to come in, and we head to the police station.
Oh, come on, let's get in the car. I guess we're going to go to the police station.
Oh boy. How
So-
fun.
Again.
Again. Exactly.
Hop on the freeway and get off the next exit. Not many exits here, let's be honest. There's literally 3 exits in town. You drive over past your motel and towards the sheriff's office. You arrive about 5:30. Roughly
Okay.
right around shift change.
Okay,
So you
good.
see a lot of cops are there today.
Let's wait until the shift's fully changed before we go in.
It's
Another 10
about
minutes won't hurt.
45 minutes.
Ow.
I could always go in there and talk to them.
We can go get a beer.
You guys have phones, right?
What was that?
Do you have phones?
You guys have phones, right?
Yes,
I
we
pull
do.
out my brick.
You do have a phone because he called you on it.
Yes.
So
do have a
I'll
fancy
go
phone.
ahead and text you when I get here, when their shift has changed.
Okay. So, Nate,
Yeah?
you enter the police station.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple place. 2-story building. Right as you walk in the door, there's a small little waiting room with a receptionist. She's
Okay.
roughly in her 30s, and you see on the name tag, Whitman.
Was What's the name again?
Whitman.
Whitman?
Yes. No first name.
It's Walt.
It's a woman.
Women can be named
That's
Walt.
true. Very true. You're right.
Hi, I'm here to flash my badge.
Okay.
I'm here to talk to the detectives who were discovering those bodies over in the park. Is that too much to ask right now? Are they still on shift? Or
Do you know them by name by chance? There's a lot of people currently shifting around duties right now.
I don't have the names right on me right away.
You have
Could I
the.
just-
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You have the case files out in the car still. I don't know if you brought them in with you or not.
No, but I could always ask one of my assistant helper people to come on out and bring those to me real quick. So I text Lexi to please bring the files and try not to cause any trouble.
Oh, I got a text message.
Ooh, what's it say?
It's from Nate.
Ooh.
Yes, he seems to want something. I'm going to text back. What should I say?
What can I do you for, sugar?
Okay, let's try that first. What can I do you for, sugar?
I walk gradually away from the receptionist and make a call.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Nate, how's it going? We just got a text from you.
Oh, yeah. Did you read it?
Well, I mean, we saw it was from you, and then we kind of just decided to answer it.
I need some of the files out of the car so I can talk to these detectives, and I do not have their names off the top of my head. So please bring them in here as soon as you can, because... Actually, wait a minute. Hang on. I hang up on them, and I say, I need to talk to Officers Randall and Wright. I found the note that took.
That was very rude. He just hung up on me.
Okay.
Hung up on you. We should do something about
She
that.
says, "Let me get a hold of the dispatcher, and we'll figure out where they're currently at." She pulls up the phone, calls over to dispatcher. A few minutes of conversation, and she comes back with information. Yeah, so they're currently out on patrol. You can find them at the eastern edge of Holst Colt Park. Tongue tie. You can find them there. Their vehicle number is 134.
Is it going to be too much to ask if I could borrow a radio or something on a citizen's van? That's what you guys use, right? Your radio network?
We have our own, but it's not connected to Citizen, to the CB.
They just sent me another text message.
Yeah, hold on. She's gonna go and ask someone about you using their radio, one of the dispatcher radios.
Okay.
Are you currently texting Nate or?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Did you actually physically text him? Yes. Yeah, so I guess we'll sit here in silence till you get a text message, and you can
Pop the trunk. What?
We're trying to get his briefcase, aren't we? Now, why does he never understand?
I mean, we make things pretty clear for him.
There's no key fobs for those guys. That's realism right now.
Makes for a great Twitch stream.
It really does. You guys are texting each other like, "Here, I'm gonna say this to this character in text message." I applaud. Great. Thank you for really getting in character. In an audio medium, it doesn't really work that well.
Yeah. He just said, "Pop the trunk. Just do it, Nike." And I said, "Oh, text message form."
Does a 1969 Dodge Charger have the ability to remotely pop the trunk?
No, but they could. Oh God! Please don't climb up to the driver's seat and try to pop the trunk.
He definitely said to do that in that text.
No, he did not. Definitely did not say to do that. Though, if you want to try to figure out how to open the trunk of the car, you're more than welcome to.
Alright.
At this time,
got
the
this.
dispatcher comes back. The receptionist comes back and lets you into the dispatcher area. You find a empty workstation with a headset on and already logged in.
While he does that, I climb over the front seat. I
Okay.
go through his glove box, find some bullets, stuff in my pocket, get out of the car, and try to shoot his trunk open.
No.
Okay,
No. Don't do that.
He has, I believe, what is it? What kind of gun does he have?
M4.
A what?
An M4. That's
An
the rifle I have, and I think it's... No, I probably brought it with me into the hotel, but...
It's probably locked away.
The same kind as their hunting rifle?
I'm pretty sure a hunting rifle has not NATO bullets.
Nope, it definitely is small bullet type. Load, you rack a bullet and pull the trigger, nothing happens.
God damn it.
You actually kind of, as you lifted him and kind of angle the barrel on your shink, beep, 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 as the bullet has slid down the barrel and out the other end.
Okay, honey, we can't shoot the car. We need the car.
If I just shoot at the lock,
by the way,
open.
as soon as you pull that gun out and do that, you see a couple cops look over warily towards you, and you see them kind of all little tensed up at the moment.
I look over and wink.
Yeah, that's not gonna be great. So yeah,
I hide my head behind the seat of the car.
in case bullets start flying.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So you log into the dispatcher. They give you the dispatcher code to reach them.
Okay.
Do you call up to them?
Yeah. Car 34, car 34, this is dispatch.
Okay. 134. Let's see. I need to check one thing first to see where currently we are in the game. Okay. Yeah, you get a man. This is car 134 dispatch. What do you need?
Need your current location, please.
North end of Holscolt Park, right around Douglas Avenue.
Yeah. Car 134, this is dispatch. We're sending an investigator over and his assistants.
You don't sound like anybody I know before.
No, this is actually the person you're going to meet. I'm just temporarily using the workstation. So,
Good to know.
Please stand by.
Hey, could you put dispatch on for me? An actual dispatcher?
Yeah, sure. Hang on.
Okay, honey,
Okay.
get back in the car.
Turn
God
everything
damn
off.
it. I
Throw the
can't do
headset down.
anything
Like it's a
today.
boring conversation anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
You know
So
he
you
keeps
see,
an
you see
armor in
someone
the trunk.
key in and start talking back to them. Do you leave the dispatcher area?
Yeah, I'm walking out to the car and possibly walking out to my doom.
Okay, yeah. You walk out and you see an interesting scene. You see Lexi with her head down, kind of like below the window line. You see Willow furiously trying to put one of the bolts from your M4 into her hunting rifle and pulling the trigger repeatedly and seeing the bullet come out the other end, and she's just frustrated. And you see a bunch of cops all really tense and watching this scene.
I walk over to Willow and I
Hey, Nate.
snatch the
How's it
rifle out of
going?
her hands.
What the hell? I need to be able to defend myself. That's part of the job description, you know?
Defend yourself. What's behind us over there?
A bunch of idiots.
Ouch.
What's the building say on the side?
Idiot headquarters.
I scoot further down in my seat.
Ugh, touchy.
I take the rifle and I open up the trunk of the car. I put the rifle in there, make sure nothing else is damaged in the trunk, and I shut it and jump in the car and start it.
Yeah, the trunk was not opened. It wasn't locked either. She never tried that. You should keep better track of that.
Willow?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Don't try that again. And then we drive off.
Well, give me my gun back.
134.
Look, I'm not saying that I didn't warn you. I sent you text messages. No one ever responded to them.
You need to respond.
Oh.
I mean...
Oh, but they were red.
Yes, you did leave me on read. It's very annoying. You Americans.
You can't do that to your friends. It's just rude, Nate.
Honestly, these kind of cars are just rude. You should get a new one. One with an electric motor.
Oh, yes. Those are rather nice.
Yeah, you just...
As he plants his foot firmly on the gas pedal to generate more smog.
Okay, yeah, your car rockets. I kind of want to make you roll a move for that, but I don't think I'm going to. I thought about it for a second. I thought it would be really funny. But no, I'm not going to.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, so you guys head towards the park area, pulling up along the sidewalk, and you see kind of on the edge of the park on the other side of the street, a cop car, lights off, 2 people in the front. It's roughly about 6:15, 6:20.
Okay. Pull up behind them, and I get out.
I get out.
I follow suit.
Okay. You all three get out and walk over to a police car. As you guys all hop out, you see the 2 police officers, one female. Just quickly describe her. Early 30s. The female, and the male is also in his mid 30s. And see they're wearing kind of this sheriff-colored brown, uniforms. See a badge glittering on their chests, guns in their holsters, mag lights, and radios. They walk over. The man addresses you, Nate. So you must be the one called us on dispatch.
Yeah, that'd be me.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I need to talk to you about the bodies that were found out in the park, and since you were the reporting officers, I was wondering if you could give me any more information on the subject.
I mean, when I found them, they were just, it looked like they'd been out in the desert or something for days. But, could be the work of, some sick individual likes to embalm the bodies, kind of perverting the practices of ancient Egyptians and stuff like that.
Oh yes, is that common around here?
Weird stuff happens time to time here, but yeah.
That happens from time...
I said weird stuff, not the murders. That's a little weird, but honestly, there's always an explanation for it.
I have my doubts.
You have your doubts. I'm sure you do. You weird folk.
Yes.
Have you talked to anybody about this?
We've
interviewed. Consulted any other police reports, anything like that? Has anybody seen anything remotely close to this?
Honestly, I need to pull it up. I need to pull up the thing. I mean, so if you're asking specifically about the murder or the disappearance recently for what's his name, Philip Evans. Because we're talking about the murders. I mean, that's just we've all seen them. It's weird, but they're murdered. We'll try to figure out who did it, and then we'll move on with it.
So you guys just want something open and shut. You don't want this to go away, or you want this to go away. But
I mean, I don't call it open shut. We're doing our due diligence.
Top-notch police work.
Thank you. You can hear the sarcasm in your voice, Britt.
I'm sorry. I thought our humor was too dry for you.
Hardy har. I mean, honestly, the wounds on the neck could be literally anything. You could take a drill, embalming fluid, and stuff like that. I know embalmers use a kind of this large gauge needle to both take blood out and put the formaldehyde in. Could be that.
Sounds like you know an awful lot about this stuff.
What are you insinuating?
I'm just pointing out that you know quite a few details about how to do this process.
We're trying to figure out who murdered these people, so I do my research. Trying to figure out what cause. We don't have the budget of a big city police force.
You sure are defensive.
You're insinuating that I murdered them.
When did I ever say you had anything to do with them? I was just pointing out that you have a lot of information.
Easy, Willow. Easy.
She's a bit
Didn't
touched.
you shoot somebody this morning?
She's a bit
All in
touched.
self-defense.
All in self-defense. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Don't worry about her. She's not. She's a daffodil in the sunlight.
Honestly, it's a waste of time. Unless you got any actual questions about anything, please just go on your day.
Do
I
you
have-
guys find any silver items laying around?
He asked my
Silver.
question.
I know. The person I was missing on Eric Johnson wore a silver ring and a silver necklace kind of deal. But we didn't find anything at the scene.
Was there anything else taken from any of the other bodies that were silver or gold or shiny in metal?
Yeah, someone lost. One of the guys had a silver silver pocket knife, an heirloom kind of deal thing. It's
Right, and the
Can't find
knife. I remember there was a knife on one of them.
yeah, we couldn't find it.
Right. So only two of the dead people had shiny objects on them.
No, one had his ring, his wedding band still on. It was gold. Another had a really nice watch. I mean, these weren't robberies.
Oh, of course
They
not.
had, they had all their money. They had their wallets. They had, I guess you call it, shiny things on them. They had all that stuff. Except the three who just didn't have anything silver, like the silver objects they had that normally kept in their possession. They didn't find.
Good, good. I mean, not good. It's obviously not good. They're dead people, but it's mostly good. Well, this part is the good part. The rest of it's not so much good.
Okay.
Do you know where you guys found them at?
The bodies?
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of goes to his
the
car and he
areas
pulls up.
marked out?
Huh?
Yeah, the areas marked.
I mean, on the map, yeah. On you guys' map here, we have them all marked. You have the folders in your cars, or at least copies of them that have the locations of where the bodies are found. Four of them were found. The most, like the past of the five recent bodies, the first four were all found along the edges of the park. The fifth, however, was found on the edge of a lake near the old mansion, which is actually not too far from you currently stand.
Well, what do you say we go take a look, gang?
I always loved mansions.
Park's currently boarded off. You're not supposed to go in there.
I don't think it matters too much now, does it?
Actually, it really does matter.
I'm sorry. Did you not see his badge? Do you want to see it again? Nate,
What?
hold up your badge.
Well, people at home, you may not see this, but I am holding up a badge.
He looks at it and says, "Look, I don't care what badge you're carrying. I need you to talk to my supervisor. You can find him back at the department and get clearance to do so. I'm not supposed to let anybody in because it's an active crime scene. We're still going over this place.
Okay. I want you to go in your car and contact your supervisor.
How about not?
These men are always such a pain.
They're so aggressive.
Look, I don't know you two. He's got a shiny badge that can mean anything.
Yes, that's why I'm telling you to contact your supervisor to figure out what that badge means.
We have a job to do,
alright,
and
alright.
you're
I'm gonna
standing
need you
in
to
our
make
way.
and manipulate someone roll.
Gather around.
Hold on. Okay, 1 second. Don't worry. Nate, were you gonna...
I'm gathering Willow and Lexi over, and we're doing the whole huddle.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to make a call to my bosses, and then they're going to call the other bosses, and they're going to let us go in there. But if that doesn't work out,
I get to kill him, right?
no,
No.
Really get under my skin.
No,
that
we
doesn't work out.
can't just kill the humans.
We're just going to leave when they have to leave, because their patrol should be over soon.
They just started, actually.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, they pulled a late night shift.
Let me
Okay.
handle this. I've got this. He'll understand.
Nate, when you pull your phone to call, you have no cell signal. No satellite function, no nothing.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Shall
Well,
I
we're gonna be
continue?
here all night, so the other idea is I could try to distract them, and you guys try to get into the park, and then I'll come back.
Sounds good.
I enjoy that plan just as well.
Just don't kill anybody. And if someone tries to kill you that's not a human being, kill them right back.
I'm going to kill them if they're a human and they try to kill me too. Just fair warning.
Only works on
I'm with her on this.
Oh.
Okay. So you're
Alright.
so you're gonna try to distract them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over and start talking to the officers, and I go over the car and bring in the big full files of their reports, and I start going over them.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out how best to do this with a roll, because I think this really is going to require a roll because you're trying to do actively something. I think I want you to.
I want to say we could try it cool.
Act under pressure.
Yeah, I'm going to say act under pressure. Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. So yeah, I need you to roll an act under pressure roll.
If anything, I'm helping them out by distracting them while the other two are sneaking by.
Yeah, it's something that's liable to fail.
Yeah. 12.
That's good.
Plus
That's
2 is 14.
That's a
So you rolled
success.
you rolled 2 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set out to do exactly what you do. Great roll, man. So you go over and we'll role play this out. And I think with that maximum roll you got, you're not going to do any sort of act under pressure or moves like that.
That's disappointing. I really wanted to level up.
I'm just sitting here thinking, I got a negative
So-
1 cool. I
know.
think this is going sideways.
So you guys managed to sneak past you guys kind of like wander off and like kind of you skirt the edge of the park before you kind of get out of earshot and kind of draws your attention to the other side of the car, and you guys looking around just sneak right in.
Pip, come on.
So
Come on.
Hey,
Nate.
Dad, I'm going in here without a hunting rifle. This is going to be terrible.
you have a hunter with no bullets
He
in
took
it.
my rifle.
He put it in
too.
the trunk.
Oh my god.
All I have is my big knife.
You guys
And
are
magic.
in for a treat. This is gonna be fun.
It's quite fine. I have enough fireballs for both of us.
Okay.
Boy, I hope so.
So I'll have to make another roll because you're trying to also get information out of them, correct?
Yeah.
I want you to roll investigate a mystery. I think this is our first investigate a mystery roll too.
Okay.
So that is roll plus sharp.
9.
9. Okay, so you're gonna hold 1. You can spend one of your holds to ask one of the following questions. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
What's being concealed here?
Okay, so in the course of the conversation, something that actually wasn't in the report, he kind of mentions offhand. The concealing being done by the police officer with his own personal motives. What he saw is it's a very general description. He just kind of refers to it as he saw a young, beautiful woman approach Philip Evans in the park as they're kind of on patrol that night. This is kind of where they normally do their patrol. And when he saw this, they stopped and he tried to go out and, investigate, because obviously someone being approached by somebody glowing incandescently almost in a park at night after there had been a rash of murders of men around his age, he didn't like what he was seeing, so he got out and he tried to stop tried to break up their conversation, tried to go approach them, but they vanished, almost seemingly into thin air.
We hop over the fence.
There's no fence.
Oh, we walk into the park normally then.
In like broad evening light?
It was roughly about 8 o'clock, so after sundown.
So this glowing lady walks up, meets up with this other fella, and they just disappear.
Yeah, he knew it was Philip Evans. He'd seen him before around town. He didn't necessarily know him by name, but after he was reported missing, he put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, and you guys found him where again?
he kind of points over. It was actually on the other side of where you guys are currently at. Kind of. It's about maybe half-mile away from where you guys currently stand. Just beyond actually where the lake is. That's where he last saw him.
Alright, I'm gonna go talk to your guys' chief. I will be back shortly.
Okay.
And I'm not going to go talk to the chief. I'm going to go grab my guns and more ammo for Willow.
Okay.
And
He says to the police officer.
No. Okay, so while you go and do that, great rolling. I'm surprised you haven't leveled up yet. Oh wait, it's when you fail.
Which shows how bad I am at this game.
I know, really, dude. You are been killing it with your rolls. I'm sorry you haven't leveled up yet, nor got any experience.
It's okay.
You're just that good at your job.
You don't need it.
You're experienced.
Yes.
yeah,
So-
but experience is the best teacher.
I know, it really is. It's so funny. It's so great. So, you two go off. It's about 6:40. Sun is just beginning to enter that phase of sundance. Everything kind of has this orangish hue across this heavily wooded park. You can see ribbons of concrete pathways weaving in and out, kind of just crisscrossing the place and making large swaths and rounds for jogging paths.
And we're coming in from the north, right?
Yes, you're coming from the north side of the park.
Okay. I say we follow the path directly south. Or as directly south as possible.
you
This
come-
path doesn't really look straight now, does it?
So you come to the first path. Obviously, it's kind of just intersecting your forward trajectory, so you have left or right.
I always say we go left. Going right's the wrong way always.
So going left is southward, and going right is northward.
No, but we go south.
Yeah.
Of course.
Everything is kind of in a opposite. Up and down the map is east and west, and left and right is north and south.
Oh,
For those of you on the stream, you can watch it. It's an interesting map.
okay, so we're heading this
We
way.
need to
Yes.
fire our map drawler.
No, that's me. I drew the map. Don't fire
You're
me.
fired. Get out of here.
You're
done.
fired.
Bandage it.
You're fired.
You're fired.
We're gonna get sued for that.
Go on,
Oh,
scat.
we never. No, of course not. You can't copyright that sort of thing.
He tried to.
I know he did. So, you guys begin. So I want one of you to roll investigate a mystery. And since there's two of you, I'm going to give you +1 forward on this roll.
Well, sure. I've
Yes.
got one. You've got one.
But you also basically you're rolling me with a +2, whatever
Okay.
rolls.
Okay.
I'll roll.
Got this.
You want the experience.
I want the experience because I want to level up. I got a 7.
So a 7.
No.
Yes.
Yes, 7.
So 7 is a success.
God damn it.
Sorry. You get 1 hold.
Oh my god, you're so close to
I
leveling
know.
up.
You get 1 hold. Your questions are: what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
What can hurt it?
What can hurt it? Looking about, you guys kind of dare as close as you can to where you found the bodies of some of the missing people, where they're reportedly went missing and where their bodies are found, and you come across a kind of buried partially in the dirt, because you have third eye necessarily is not for this particularly, or is it?
I can use my third eye. I will use my third eye if
I'd
if
say,
it's a
I'd say
possibility.
you, yeah, I'd say we'll just kind of lump it in with this role because it is for investigative mystery, isn't it?
It is for read a bad situation.
Oh, read a bad situation. I think this is fine here, like this. You're not really in a bad situation. You open up your third eye, and what does it look like to you? Like, what is there a physical change, or how does it appear to the world?
So you
How
know,
does it feel to you?
You know that level in the first Call of Duty 4?
I mean, it's been a long time since I've
You know
the
the
first Call of Duty 4.
You know the level. The one where you're in the AC-130 and you're looking at
Yeah,
the
so
ground
everything
and
kind of
everything's like a
fluid
white
video.
thermal vision.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, and you can just see everything in that white thermal vision, and certain things that aren't visible regularly will show up as hot white.
Okay. I think doing that, you notice that you see two little white specks on the ground in front of you, and as you blink out, you don't see them there. But you kind of root around the grass and pull up some clumps of dirt, some fresher dirt, and you find a silver ring and a silver crucifix.
What you got there?
Well, I think I've found the dead man's artifacts.
Huh. Anything peculiar about them?
I imagine they were left here for a reason. The dead man did not...
Tell no tales?
Well, the dead man did tell tales. Look at these tales. They're not physical tales. I mean, obviously he's no animal. But
Well, some people have tales.
these are silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
What? These are silver, right?
Mm-hmm.
What doesn't like silver in this crazy universe we live in?
A lot of things.
Werewolves. That could be one of them. But I don't know if werewolves would be tracking men in the middle of a forest. We haven't heard of any female kills, have we?
Mm-hmm. Not that I know of. Nothing was in the files.
What else would dislike silver? Maybe a silky.
I'm going to step in here just to introduce a kind of mechanic that I came up with. Tovar, German Tovar, who we met last time, is a resource for you to use when trying to plan or kind of try to understand what you're going after. He's there for you to use. If you bring him enough clues, he will be able to piece together what you're fighting and give you some
So
better
Bobby.
stuff. He's essentially the Bobby. There's a lot of characters like this in the sort of supernatural monster of the week sort of games. He essentially works up as what we call a hub. It's where you can piece together information and get more.
Okay. Would I know anything about these silver these silver things besides the obvious silver people? Evil things don't like silver.
Yeah, there's nothing really particularly to know about it, but you know whatever creature this is has a fear of silver.
Well,
Whether it wounds it, burns it, you have no idea what it does exactly how to the creature. You have not faced it to the monster, but it does something.
does the crucifix still have like the chain or whatever?
The chain was not made of silver, just the crucifix itself. So the chain was, I'd say you find it probably good, 5-6 feet away, broken.
Okay, I can't
Like it
fix
was
it.
like yanked off, and you can
Can I
obviously
fix
fix it together. It's it might take a little time, but you probably can do it.
Okay, I'm gonna try to put the chain back together, and I'm going to fix it to the cross and keep that around my wrist for the time being.
Okay, just kind of rock it up there,
Yeah.
clean it off a little bit so it's not so mud covered.
I mean, I guess.
Doesn't really matter. Okay. So yeah. At this time, I think during all this, it's probably been getting closer to 7. The sun is going down. And Nate arrives back at the hotel. Or motel.
Yeah.
Kind of this Mission Inn looking building. Yeah.
So I go back up to my room and I go grab the bags with all my other stuff in it. And I go through Willow's bag to grab rifle rounds for her rifle and stuff them in whatever, or I stuff them in my bag for my rifle. And then, so is the entire park gated off?
No, it's an open park, but there's you kind of drove around the perimeter a little bit to get back to it, and you notice there was a fair amount of police cars nearby. They're kind of patrolling around the edge and keeping people out essentially at the kind of general ingresses. They can't necessarily cover the entire park; it's actually quite big, but they're trying their best by keeping as many eyes at the fringes of it without going inside.
Okay, so like I said, I gather up all my stuff and then I get to the car and I start armoring up and regging everything. And I make sure to shove, I guess, like a stripper clip or two of or Willow's rifle rounds and put those in like one of my pockets.
Congratulations, you have a voice nugget.
I head back to the park.
Okay.
Wonderful. That's what I wanted.
As the sun is going down, we're gonna do a quick cutaway. As the sun is going down, it's getting darker outside here in Point Diablo, California. Not too far away from where you two currently stand, a young female with a bag strapped to her back, kind of a backpack with some gear, a flashlight in hand, a big old mag light. She locks her door, stows her key, and head towards the park, looking for something or someone.
Am I driving past where she's walking out at, or is
No, that is on the opposite side of the park.
Okay.
So so are you guys gonna all meet up then to kind of do an investigation together?
No, we've got to split the party into 3 different parties.
You're more than welcome to do so.
Please no.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll meet together again. We did say we were going to try to meet back at the woman's apartment who's leaving before she leaves.
I don't know if that's her, but good guess.
But I see we've already missed that opportunity,
Well,
so
we can shift our investigation today. You guys have met up. You guys all got in your cars together and you drove off to find Francesca.
Okay.
You arrive at her house. It is getting dark. There's still just a little bit of light left, for enough so you can see, but the street lights obviously are on and flickering and casting off that odd yellowish glow.
Oh, joy.
I know. Great old street lamps.
And we can't see her walking out.
No.
Okay.
Probably 20 minutes after that scene.
Okay. So while Nate's pulling up and parking because he's in an old clunker that can't park properly.
It actually parks pretty well.
Yeah, it runs like a beast. It's a classic, and it's fast. It's just loud.
Oh my god, you Americans are so crude.
What was that? I can't hear you.
Oh,
Correct.
Was that really necessary?
I go up to the apartment buzzer and try to buzz her apartment again.
Is she still here?
No response.
Oh, crap. Hey, do you see what you did?
That could be anything, though. You're not necessarily certain she's gone. You told her to stay put, and she said she was going to stay put.
And she looked very not... She didn't look like she was going to stay put at all.
I mean...
Nate, do you see what you did over there?
Now we've missed her. If she dies, it's on you, Nate.
I ring the apartment again.
No response.
I ring it a 3rd time.
You wait about a minute. No response.
Damn it, Nate. We have to go to the...
Honk.
I'm going to inflate your tires with so much hot
someone
air.
sticks their head out the window like, "What are you guys doing? You're being so loud."
Look, excuse me. We are having a conversation down here. Have you had no idea what privacy is?
Come on,
You're out in public, and he's honking the horn of his god-awful loud car.
Yes, I know. I've been telling him to get a Prius for years.
One day. We'll
Don't
get
get
it
a
one
Prius.
day.
Those are worse for the environment than a BMW. Those batteries
Excuse
cost so
me?
much, and he goes on this long-winded ramble about how the batteries used in Priuses and other electric cars use cobalt, which is mining and causing it. Anyways, I could go on for a while actually on that topic.
These Americans always so entitled.
I know, they think they know everything.
So you're not an American.
Yeah, no, I'm old. Free American.
That's right, yeah.
Nate's forehead is just placed on the steering wheel. It's not even on the horn part. It's just on the wheel part. And it's like...
Do you
If
see...
she's not in the apartment, that means she's already ran off.
What are we doing here, Mr. Slowpoke? I get in
Yeah,
the car.
stop waiting.
Okay.
I'm sitting next to him, leaning forward. Hey! Are
We're sitting in the
those
back seat.
bullets? Like, I'm looking at what he's wearing.
I pull out one of the stripper clips. I say, "You'll get the other one when this one is empty."
Can I have my gun too? I missed my gun. We were very close.
Would assume that rifle was a very, very had a very familiar experience with you, and losing it is tantamount to losing a family member. But
Only
yeah,
thing
in a
about
minute.
life that's consistent.
Excuse me.
Well, I made it sound like we hang out every day. I'd love it if we hang out every day, but I think we'd both die of alcohol poisoning.
I don't see the problem there.
You know what? I don't see a problem there either. Anyways, can I have my gun back, please?
Yeah, well, I'll give it to you once we get into the park and we find Francesca, because obviously she's kind of lied to us.
Okay, so you guys head back towards the park.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do another cutaway scene.
She's loving these.
Francesca gets mauled.
I'm sorry. She's not getting mauled. This is currently while you guys are en route, so you arrive kind of around the end of this little cutaway scene. You see, it's now dark. Sitting in their car is Liza and Randall, kind of jawing at each other and talking about today. And Randall seems a little upset over what happened to you two. What you guys did to him and the insinuations. He wasn't very happy about that. And Eliza notices something kind of out of the corner of her eye. She sees a flicker of light between the trees and catches the briefest glimpse of a female form. She looks over at Randall and she's like, some woman's in the park. I'll go deal with this. And he's like, okay, I'll just sit here and cool my heels. And she hops out of the car and makes sure she has her service weapon with her, a flashlight, which she clicks on and goes off after the light. And then something catches Randall's attention. He sees, in the opposite direction, an iridescent swishing of like a robe or a dress, some sort of long dress, and he recognizes it for a second. And he thinks about radioing to Eliza, and he's just like, she's got that to work with. He hops out of the car and goes off to follow it. And you guys all pull up here. Pretty soon at this, you pull up right behind car 134.
And there's no one in it?
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Well, this might be our next stop, guys.
I
Get out and look into the empty vehicle to see if it's actually empty.
Yeah, it's empty. You see the shotgun, locked away in its little cabinet, kind of cage. It sits just slightly behind, between and behind the two front seats. Easy grab.
I go and pop the trunk of my car, grab the hunting rifle and my M4, sling the M4, walk up to Willow, give her her rifle back.
Oh, my baby, I missed you.
Did you guys see where either of them went?
No.
Because that might be kind of important right now.
What? You didn't tell them to leave?
You should have told them to leave.
No, I didn't tell them to do anything.
Why didn't you tell them to leave? We're about to hunt a monster.
Because I didn't tell them to leave.
What kind of fancy man with a badge are you?
The kind that doesn't really care about them right now.
Well, that's half your job, isn't it? Caring about the innocent bystanders.
I mean, if you don't care about them, then are we supposed to care about them?
Look,
Well,
if
like,
I didn't care about the innocent bystanders, you wouldn't be alive today.
Not wrong. So, what do you guys have to do?
I think I've made him speechless.
I go
Yeah,
look for
yeah.
footprints to figure out which way they
Okay,
went.
so you look for footprints. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to read a bad situation.
How are you doing that? I need.
I'm going to
What are you
open
looking
my
for?
third eye and look at a 360-degree angle.
Okay, Nate, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'm gonna keep looking around probably see if there's any footsteps that lead from the car to wherever either of them went.
Okay, so I'm gonna
They
need
had to
you.
get out of the car.
Yeah. So I'm gonna need you all to read a bad situation. So roll plus sharp.
Okay.
Wow.
Actually, I get the roll plus cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to all not be in my line of sight when I'm doing this, okay?
I got a 9.
Okay.
Just stay behind me when I'm turning, okay? I need a yes from both of you.
I'll crouch.
Okay.
I need you to be behind me. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Is it radioactive?
No, but I don't want to see their true forms.
Human true form is human true form.
I do not want to see anything special about either of them.
Okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sexy underneath my clothing, just saying. I get behind her at that point. A little uncomfortably close.
Honey,
Because I know.
honey, we can just lock his hotel room later. I got a... This is plus... Sharp?
Do you get anything for
Good, I get
the third eye?
8. I got an 8.
Okay, but with third eye, does it have
Yes,
you roll
it's
something?
plus 1, so I got a 7, and then plus 1 for the third eye is an 8.
Okay, so both Nate and
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't get a plus 1. I get plus 1 hold on a result of 7 or more.
yeah,
So an extra hold for that.
so you get 2 hold.
I get 2 hold for that.
Okay, so Nate, you have 1 hold. You have 2 hold, and
I fall on my face. What are you gonna do to me?
you okay. Yeah, you misread the situation. We'll play that out as we go too.
Oh, great.
So, Nate, with your plus
Yeah.
1 hold, you get the you can spend to ask one of the questions. What's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims? And you get plus 1 if you act on the information. Plus 1 ongoing while you're acting on the information.
plus 1 ongoing if I take the information.
Yeah.
I guess what are we dealing with that we don't see?
Well, you know that there is a monster out in the woods. It looks and hunts down young men, well, young-ish men, 20s, 30s. There is some seemingly female form out there. You have no idea how that fits into the puzzle, but it's weird and it could be a threat. You have no idea. So that's it's also dark, kind of hard to see out in the woods, and you don't know where the 2 police officers went, if they went together or if they went apart.
Okay.
So what are you going to ask?
Where did they go?
So I'm going to interpret it as the best way to protect the victims.
Yeah.
So, you can see 2 sets of footprints. One heading kind of southward and the other one kind of heading northward in opposite directions, like a triangle. The one on the left is a little bit larger footprint than the one on the right, so you assume that might be Randall and the other one might be Eliza. You also know that Francesca is out in the woods here as well, investigating on her own. She has some equipment. It's not really monster hunting equipment, but she has something. So, best way to protect them is to track down the most amount of these people, the 2 police officers and Francesca, and get them out of here. That's the best way you can do it.
Okay. I think we should look for the cops and maybe Francesca if she's still in there.
Okay.
I have a really bad feeling they're probably all, and in a dramatic fashion, I pointed to the park.
So,
that way.
which path are you taking? Are you taking left or right?
I'll take the right.
Okay.
Hold on, don't run off just yet.
So, what questions do you want to know? You have 2 hold.
I would like to know what's my best way in, and are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
So let's start with the dangers you haven't noticed yet. When you open up your third eye, there's some information to give for that. You immediately just kind of everything has a sort of white, fuzzy film over it. Like almost the entire forest around you has that sort of thermal aspect to it.
The paranormal aspect.
Yes.
Okay.
But you do catch a rather substantial splotch of this sort of white thermal to your left.
To the left, and that's the way the woman cop went.
And that's the way the larger footprints.
Okay.
Best way in, on foot. It's rough terrain. You're not familiar with the woods. You have someone who can follow the tracks, so your best way in is sticking with him.
Okay.
For you, I want you to ask one of these questions as well. So you get +1 when you're acting on that splotching to your left and sticking together on your right.
Okay.
So keep that in mind.
What questions are still available?
You can ask any of those questions. What's your best way in? What's your best way out? Dangers you haven't noticed. Biggest threats. Most vulnerable to you. And best way to protect the victims. You can ask one question.
Best way to protect the victims.
Best way to protect the victims? Find the monster. Screw them. They can handle themselves. The best thing you can do is go find the monster as quick as you can. Kill the damn thing. Save the people.
Guys, I think we should kill the monster.
Really?
First.
I hadn't considered
Yeah, why
that.
don't we file it under the file that says shit we already know?
You don't need to be rude, Nate.
Yeah,
but
well,
you
right
guys
now
are
there
all
are two
worried
people
about
out there,
this
and yeah,
chick.
you're right. We should have been taking care of them. Right now, if we don't save them, they're on our heads.
Okay, so over to our left, there's something very big and very dark.
It's not. It's human-sized.
Over to our left, there's something human-sized and very dark, and we might want to go that way to figure out what it is. Does it look like it's down the path?
It's down. It's towards the left path.
Okay, so it looks like it's following the path from best I can see.
It's in the general direction.
Okay.
Not exactly following a path.
Nate, I don't know what you're doing with those tracks. Your tracking thing, where you're putting your fingers on the ground and then tasting the dirt, but that's weird. I feel like we should go the other way.
I'm with her on this.
Don't judge how it's a horrible taste anyway. Okay, you want to go left, we'll go left.
Okay. There's something over there that I cannot put my eye on. But be prepared. Also, if you have any silver in that trunk, you might want to bring it with you.
You probably don't.
No.
Your trunk is not a cache of weapons. not like Winchester style weapons, but it's more of like physical and traditional armaments.
Why
I
don't
found that most creatures can be killed that way.
Why don't you bring us... Silver is a very important tool of the trade. Why don't you bring that with you?
I haven't really had to rely on silver. We didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, he's generally
You have silver, right?
I do. I hold up my wrist. And the muddy figurine, I'm guessing it's still mostly
it's
muddy.
a crucifix. It's a cross.
Yeah, the muddy crucifix. Okay.
dry
I
now.
take the
Oh, it's
crucifix
dry.
in my
Okay, that's
hand,
fine.
spit, and wipe off the mud.
I take my wrist back and don't let you do that. That's my mud. I need that. Please don't. You wouldn't understand. You don't understand magic. It's fine. Leave it alone.
Okay. What did you see, Willow? Same thing? We need to go stop this thing, right?
I mean, there are all these people running around. If we don't catch the monster first, these people could be in danger. So let's not waste our time trying to find all these random people and just get to the get shit.
Get to the good shit. Ooh.
Get the good shit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Well, I can't argue with that. Go ahead. Lead on.
No, I need you to lead. You're the one who knows where the footprints go. I can't. I don't
You only
understand.
get +1 hold for this, no matter what.
Yeah,
+1 ongoing. Not you won't get both of them, just one of them.
I only get one.
Yeah.
But I'm also following him. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I still need you to lead us because
This is the writing of the book.
it's fine.
Yeah,
I understand. I'm not mad. I need you to lead us because you are the one who knows how to track things. I'm not very good at that part.
You're good at the fire part.
Yes, I'm good at the fire part.
Yeah,
the power
okay,
part.
alright, let's go.
And pretty much all the other parts. Honestly, I don't know why they sent you.
Yeah, this one.
I mean, one woman powerhouse over here.
So you guys head off into the forest. It's a little hard to follow the footprints unless you use a flashlight, but you think you can do it. But as you guys continue on, you find that there's a glow ahead of you can follow. You follow that, and you see kind of just on the other side of a concrete path, You see Dave Randall talking to this woman, and in this kind of conversation, you see his gun is laying several feet away from him, back towards you guys. His flashlight's kind of discarded. Anything you have defensive has kind of been discarded as he's walked towards this figure.
Does he look stressed out or engaged in
It's kind of
combat?
hard to tell. He's definitely not engaged in combat, but you can see kind of just he's backlit. Like like the lighting is from one edge, so there's no. It's just kind of darkness inside. Like the form is dark. You can't see exactly what he's doing.
He's not like freaking out or running or
Nope.
anything like that. Okay, this doesn't look good. Nate, you probably
Yes.
don't want to go straight ahead right now. Let me throw a fireball, and we'll see where that lands us.
Is that fireball gonna hurt the other guy?
Probably.
Well, how about you just throw like a bolt, not a ball?
Well, that would be
Condense
an
it down to
option.
make it smaller.
That would be an option. I actually am very bad about forming the fire into balls or bolts. I can only blast with them. So,
That's gonna be a bolt or a ball.
ball and
Oh, those
missile
are, huh?
are two
That's
are the two things I know.
This is kind of explosion. Yeah.
I can also put a wall between them. That might work a little bit better. We could do that. Do you like walls of fire?
Yeah, just as long as you don't hurt him.
All right, I'm gonna try to throw up a wall of fire between the two.
Okay. I'm gonna have you use magic instead of your physical attack.
I mean, that's the
Because
same
you're not.
thing.
Yeah.
But
And
Well, they have different
that
effects.
doesn't-
Okay.
If that doesn't work, then I'm just gonna open fire on Glowy Lady.
so just regular use magic.
Yeah, just regularly use magic.
Okay.
But using your magical ability. So if you get any pluses for that,
So I get +2 for that, and then I also get the
plus
plus
one
one.
ongoing.
Oh, don't fail me now, dice. Or do and let me level up. I got a
10.
yes, a 10.
10.
That's the magic worked without issues. Choose your effect.
Yeah.
Good. I throw up a firewall between the two. What do you want me to do?
10. Okay, yeah. There is a sudden just kind of gout of fire that erupts from between them, and he stumbles backwards. Just
Nice
kind of
one.
dazed and confused for a second.
I told you I'm very good about
When
protecting
suddenly
people.
he is yanked through by something, and
Oh, that's not good.
Oh shit.
he kind of disappears behind the
Did,
firewall.
did a hand reach through the fire, or was it like a ethereal
it
force?
kind of looks like maybe arms, like forearms. You're not entirely certain. It was dark.
It was a physical object, not a magical
It was a
force.
physical object that
Okay.
wrapped around him and pulled him through.
Well, that's not good. I suggest violence right now. We need to move.
Okay.
Alright, I open up.
Don't shoot,
You're gonna shoot?
Not
idiot!
at the cop.
The thing just pulled him into him. We need to move around there.
Okay, alright, I'll move around. I go around to the left to try to flank him.
Okay.
I try to flank to the right.
What are you gonna do?
I go straight down the middle.
There's
Okay,
a
you're
fire down the
kicking, you're jumping right through fire.
Yes.
Okay. So Nate. So this is what you
Yeah.
guys all see on the other side. You don't see a beautiful woman. What you do see is a massive dark form with several legs, and it's kind of hard to tell exactly what it is.
So the light from my fiery wall doesn't.
It's just outside the distance of it, the firelight.
Okay.
You can see kind of almost bent in half, not like dangerously, but kind of just like lolling backwards. You see the body of the form, not body, form of Dave Randall, kind of just clipped like halfway off the ground. He's still alive, seemingly. There's no evidence of blood on this side. So, studying how combat's gonna work is it's very freeform, but I'm gonna stick to so everyone has to do an action before it goes back to the top, and how you guys want to do your initiative is up to you. So if you want to do something, and then Nate wants to do something, and you want to do something, and then start the initiative order. If you're doing something again, that's up to you guys. So who wants to start?
Before we start, can I clarify this? This is D&D. I do something, the thing reacts.
Yes.
And then the next person does something, the thing reacts to them.
Depending on what it is. If it's an attack, yes, it reacts. If it's not, it's based on the moves you're trying to do.
Okay. It's not everyone does one thing and then we see what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very much a back and forth conversation.
Nate, would you like to take your first shot?
Yeah, sure. As I'm crawling, or as I'm moving around the left side, and I see the shape of whatever is holding up Officer Dave, I lower the rifle, and then I bring out that shotgun that I talked so much
It's
about.
Dale Randall. It's Dale Randall, not Dave. Dale.
Dale Randall?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Dale Randall.
Sorry, Dale Randall, if you're at home.
He's not. He's currently in the jaws of the monster.
And I'm gonna fire.
His last name wasn't Shackelford.
Are there arms holding him up, or is he?
It's
in
kind of hard to
the
tell.
jaw of something?
It's kind of hard to tell at the moment. But
right, well, maybe
there's something. You see legs and you see something picking him up.
It's the
Maybe
Virginia
muzzle flash
monster.
will clear that up. Okay, I'm gonna aim at whatever the thing is holding. That's holding Dale up
Okay.
and fire.
Yeah. So roll kick some ass. Plus tough.
Let's do 8.
8. Okay. That is a success. So how much damage do you do with your assault rifle?
With the shotgun,
Oh, the shotgun. Yes.
3 harm.
3 harm. You guys see there's a flash from the muzzle,
Yeah.
and you hear a screech as kind of this chitinous limb swipes out and hits Dale. Which damage does it do? Take 2 harm.
It's Dale.
With
Yeah. So no, the creature reaches out. The monster hits you for 2 harm.
okay. However, with battlefield awareness, I take +1 armor, and since the blackjack, it's another armor that's 2. So I just get hit by a limb.
Yeah, so
Okay.
this thing strikes you and kind of throws you to the ground. You don't lose any weapons. It just kind of knocks you off kilter. It's a hefty hit though. Like it is a very strong creature.
What the hell hit me?
Let's go next.
I will go next.
Okay.
And I'm going to run up around the other side, hold up my hand with the wrist and the pendant dangling in front of me, and then lob a fire blast
Okay.
at the thing.
Roll your attack.
Don't turn Dave. I mean Dale.
That is a 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
12. I got a 12.
So on a 10 plus, you can choose one additional action effect. You can give advantage to one of your teammates or to yourself, so take +1 forward. You can inflict terrible harm, +1 harm. You can suffer less harm from this attack, -1 harm. Or you can force them where you want them.
If I force them where I want them, can I force them to drop the cop?
Yes.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. So, what happens?
So I'm holding up the crucifix dangling from my wrist in one hand, and I take my other hand and I go, fa-boom! Hand extended, fire explodes from my hand in a forward arc and slams into this creature. Hopefully sending the limb that is holding the cop off to the side with a lot of pain.
Okay.
Maybe?
How much damage does your attack do?
2 harm, close, obvious, loud, add +2 harm fire to a base. So 4 harm, 2 of that is fire. If you get a 10 plus on a combat magic roll, the fire won't spread.
Okay. Yeah, so it drops Dale, and you guys can even get a better picture of what this creature is now, and it is a giant spider.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
It's about 6-7 feet wide, huge creature.
I shriek.
I would imagine. What do you do?
Alright, so I want to do the movie, like, tumble roll out of the flames into the dirt, pull out my gun, and aim for its spidery face.
Okay.
Spider face.
Okay.
He's gonna aim for the spider face.
Make your attack roll or kick some ass. It's plus tough.
Mm-hmm.
9.
So it is a 5 plus 4 plus my 1 for tough, correct?
Yes.
So that's a 10.
So yeah, you get to choose one additional effect.
I
Take
actually
+1
hit
forward.
something.
Give +1 forward to yourself to know the hunter, inflict terrible harm, take less harm, or force them where you want them.
Take terrible harm.
Okay, so how much damage does your rifle do?
My rifle does 2 harm.
2 harm. So it's gonna do 3. You guys just see her roll through, raise her rifle, and shoot this thing. You get a quick glimpse of what this creature is, and for a second you're stunned as it rears up and just takes a swipe at you, sending you back through the flames. You take 2 harm.
Okay.
And you guys suddenly see this creature feel like it feels like it's a little outmatched at the moment, and it scoops up Dale again, and just skitters away.
Can I blast him with fire again before he does that?
Unfortunately not. You see the creature escape.
Ah.
Did we leave any of it around?
Yeah, you see there's a bit of blood here and there from this creature. It's kind of this like light whitish brown color fluid, kind of almost like a little like pus, a little less viscous than pus. Sorry to be gross about that.
You don't like pustules?
Ha. You can see some of the exoskeleton chipped away and flaked, and you can see on the ground. But other than that, you seem like you did a lot of damage to it, but it's still going strong.
I've never heard of a spider that didn't like silver before. We should start chasing after it.
I've never seen a spider that's at least as big as a Volkswagen minibus, but here we are.
Everything's bigger in America, hon.
At this time, you hear footsteps coming towards you guys as your flame wall dissipates and you guys are brought back in the darkness. There are 2 flashlights that kind of beam across your faces, and you're blinded for a moment as Francesca and Eliza have arrived. And like, what the hell is that noise? What are you guys doing out here?
I brought a flamethrower. We're going to kill the beast.
What are you talking? What beast? What are you talking about?
Your partner is being kidnapped right now. We don't have time to talk. We really need to go. Are you coming with us, or are you going to stay here and try to continue questioning us?
Can you kill it?
Yes.
Do
If it
you have a
bleeds, it can
signal
die.
on your phone right now?
What was that?
Do we have a signal on our phone?
You do not have
Do you
signals on
have
your
a
phone.
signal on your phone? I'm asking. Asking Eliza.
She fishes into her pocket and she says, "No, I don't." And Francesca's like, "I don't either. It's strange. Normally you get pretty good signal here."
Can I have those
Okay.
magic stuff you saw earlier?
Yes, I believe
your
the monster
radio?
was a thing.
What was that?
Can I see your radio?
Yeah, she pulls it out and hands it to you.
Okay, I'm gonna tune the channel to Division's to Division's radio signal, because I'm pretty sure there's got to be somebody monitoring a CD band.
Okay.
I mean, that's how we get cases and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Pennywise, Pennywise, Pennywise. This is. I'm trying to think of a good Stephen King thing. Gilead.
Kill you.
While you're fiddling around, this man is about to die. We need to get moving.
Voice comes back over. What can I do for you?
Request armament. We need silver and fire for. And picks up a piece of the chitin. Temporary name for it. Giant fucking spider. Copy.
Giant spider. I've never heard of that before. First time for everything. One moment, please. About a minute
I'm
later.
Using that ability called Deal with the Agency.
Yeah.
Requesting help or gear. So I got to beat a 10 plus sharp. So yeah.
One second. I'm pulling up the professional as well.
I believe in you.
I believe in you.
Okay, go ahead.
I got a 6.
6
Plus
total.
1, that's 7.
7.
That's not a 10.
And using deal with the agency or
Yeah.
okay. You hear you hear the dispatcher come back. I just got yelled at, and you got a yelling at coming in your direction too, so you might want to watch out. Unfortunately, we're about a day away with the goods. Sorry.
Can we get a red ball on that? We need a rush on it now.
I'm sorry, man. Apparently the situation in Point Diablo with you is not great. The two people you brought along, now they heard about that, and you're kind of in the doghouse at the moment. So
I start tuning the radio back to their radio frequency, and I hand it back.
Mate, did you get the things?
It'll be there the next day.
Hey, you got the things, right?
Fuck no, we didn't.
Why didn't?
But
He
before
never does the things he says he's going to do.
before you log off, the dispatcher's like, look, if you can find something on the ground immediately to deal with the situation, do your best to find somebody who can help you out. Otherwise, we'll be there tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, great. Okay, by the time we've already maybe killed it or it killed us, fine.
Yeah.
Do I mark experience down for that or no?
No, you rolled a 7, so.
Son of a bitch. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, but things are great, but it gets to you.
Officer Wright, if you guys know the National Guard, give them a call.
Why would you need the National Guard?
Because you're going to get eaten by a spider. if you
Giant
don't.
spider? Hello?
Look, I don't think anybody is prepared to handle this sort of thing.
I am. I have fire. Did you
Yeah,
not hear
I
the
heard that.
Yes.
But you didn't
Maybe
kill
a
it,
little
did
for
you?
me, but
Look,
We're
I need a
on
little
the
bit more
National
time with the
Guard.
flamethrower.
Look, there's a little bit of blood and there's some whatever the hell this is. That doesn't look like a whole lot of damage.
You don't look like a whole lot of damage.
Against the spider, probably not. You hear Francesca, she's like, well, isn't that weird Tovar guy in town might be able to help out with this? And it seems weird stuff's up his
Okay.
alley.
Look, Francesca, we don't have time to go across the town to talk to some old crooky man who doesn't like us.
He likes you. I mean,
Well, why don't you go over there and go tell them?
look, Eliza, look, Dale's an injured, I understand that, but these people go missing for several days before they're found again, before they're dead.
Okay.
I think we have a little time to get better prepared and to handle this properly. I mean, like,
Okay, you can go get prepared. We're going to go kill this thing.
okay,
honey, I look down at her name tag. Eliza, honey.
it just says right.
I still say Eliza.
I know, yeah, you know her name.
Your partner just got dragged off and is likely to be dead the next time we find him, and you're telling us to go find some old man who may or may not be willing to help us, because he wasn't the first time we went there.
He did say come back when you have more information. He did say he was going to help you out, but you needed something first. But that's keeper to player.
Yes,
Reminding what happened last time.
I understand.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Brad the player knows.
Brad the
But
player.
Lexi the character does not care.
Lexi the character thinks he was an asshole.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we will. So you guys gonna go after the creature then?
Nate, you said we're not getting the supplies that you needed to request so badly.
Yeah, because of other issues that have kind of expanded.
Oh, you keep
You know-
coming up with more issues.
All these excuses.
Well, if I hadn't have shot a ranger,
Well, why'd
And
you
also-
shoot a ranger?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
God damn it, let's. Either the stuff's gonna be here tomorrow or we're gonna be dead. I don't care. Let's go.
Okay, well, I don't know if we can even catch up to this spider at the moment.
Well, we'll find a way. And I think I might know something that might help.
On that note, I think we should take a 15-minute break. That's all
Okay.
cool with everybody?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's
a
good.
little bit after 8:10. So take a quick 10-15-minute break. We'll be back on there to wrap up today's session.
Sounds good.
I know. You're bitching about my problems constantly.
You
I
kids these
understand.
days.
I was bitching to him all the way up here.
And we're back.
We still have another thing to bitch about on the way back.
we
Oh,
do.
everything
we
has
do.
things
We
to
left
bitch
some
about.
of those-
Oh, we're live. Oh, great. Yay.
Hello, everybody.
This is an anti-bitching zone.
I roll for bitchcraft.
Jeez. Go ahead. Roll plus bitch.
Whatever it is, it's a crit.
I got a 5. I
Nope. You failed at bitching. How that's
Dark
possible?
experience.
Real life Mark experience.
Awesome.
Kind of tattoo it on your arm experience.
Level 5082.
Please, level 69.
No, I failed way too many times at that.
Phrasing?
Oh.
No, that was supposed to be
That's
a lewd
gross.
joke. There was no phrasing involved. That was just the way it was supposed to be.
So, we pick back up. You guys have made the decision to go chase down the monster. Yes.
Okay, so we need to move in the direction the monster went right now, which is that direction, hopefully. I'm going to take a piece of the chitin that fell off.
Okay.
Chitin, whatever.
It's about the size of a quarter.
I'm British. That's the way
Yeah.
they say it. They say it chitin over there. Or
That's
say
fine. Go
Chitin
ahead.
over here.
Either way. I know what you're trying to say. I got it.
Yeah.
So
I
you
know,
pick
I know
it up.
Bushranger is going to have one opinion on the subject.
Isn't he Australian?
Yeah.
Yeah. No offense. Thank you.
throw another
Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. At the same time,
Let's see if he responds.
I'm sure he will. Yeah, it's about the size of a quarter. Not a big piece, but it's big enough.
That's enough. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to tuck it between the chain the cross is hanging from.
Okay.
And we
Sit
need to
there.
move. I guess I'm going to try to read a bad situation and try to figure out which way to go.
I think this is more of a investigate mystery.
Okay, that works too.
You're not reading bad situation means you're in a threatened area, and currently the monster has fled, so you're no longer threatened.
Okay.
Let me pull up the moves. I don't know them all by heart yet. I apologize. Investigate a mystery. Yeah, I think this is a good question to wear. So, roll plus sharp.
And do I still get the +1?
Not for this.
Okay, that's an 8, so that's good. +9, so I'm at a 9. I'm at a
Okay,
9.
+9. Okay, so hold 1. What happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it?
Where did it go?
Where did it go? You guys kind of wandered the path towards what you kind of fled in. You find yourself at the rim of that sort of lake, man-made lake reservoir, and you can see the house behind it. You can see a kind of shadowy you can see a flicker of shadowy movement going inside the structure.
Hell, it can get small. That's good. What's this house made of?
Wood.
So,
It is also, I'm going to state this right now, it is a priceless heirloom of the city and the state, and destruction will not, even Division 6 can't protect you from that sort of destruction.
well then why would they make it out of wood?
Because it's a house from, it's a house from like the late 1800s.
That's not my problem. That's the
It is-
1800s problem.
It is your problem because you're trying to fucking burn it down.
You know what they used to do to people like you back in the olden days, right?
I'm so very glad I never came to the US back then.
You weren't even alive back then.
Well, they did it to
I don't know how
everyone.
magic works.
That's true, I don't know how magic works. Your 60s style. Yeah.
So
Alright.
there's a tunnel that leads in from the reservoir underneath the house.
No, it kind of just entered the house to the front, or one of the side entrances. It's kind of hard to get an accurate read on this house from this distance. It is large, and it is old and made of wood and stone.
Does the house look destroyed as the thing went into it?
Nope.
Okay, so this thing can apparently open doors and move through them, despite its size.
Or
Correct.
enter through other passageways on it. You're not entirely certain. From
We
this
saw where it
distance.
went in, though, right?
You saw that it entered the building. How it entered the building, you're not aware. It's dark, at a distance, kind of headed itself from here.
Okay. You have a flashlight, right? Why aren't you using it?
He is.
Okay. use it over there and figure out where...
The house is like, 2,000 feet away from you.
Let's get closer, then use it over there.
I was seriously thinking about driving the car up to where this place is.
There's
We could
no
just
way.
use the headlights.
There's no way of getting the car up there from the trees are too thick, and actually, you might be able to do it. Yeah, I think you probably could, if you want to try so.
Do I really want to try so?
That's your question.
Yeah, that might be fun.
What the hell? Why not?
Okay. So you're trying to drive the car up to the house. I need you to roll act under pressure as you are trying to drive through thick, glades of trees, uneven ground, mixed surfaces.
I'm not getting in the car with him when he does this. I'm gonna just stay at the house.
Okay.
That's 11.
11. God damn, you keep on rolling so well for these ones.
How?
You said to do what you do. You managed to navigate your way through the trees, kind of like the dipping hills and stuff like that, and your car is fucking just it is immaculate. There's not even dirt on the side of it somehow, some way.
Does he do that?
I don't know. I was really hoping he would crash it, and then we'd have to get him a new car, and probably a good car.
That's what I was hoping too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the car just
You
kind
see,
of.
Nathan Rogers
Next
is
time.
man of focus.
Next time.
Next time.
Man, dude, Nate, you are killing it with your rolls today.
I try, guys.
You have not failed once in both sessions. That's impressive.
I'm so jealous. I've only succeeded once.
I know. Oh, you fired your gun.
But barely.
Granted. So,
Okay, on the way up to the house, because I'm going to
Yeah,
start approaching it now.
the front is now lit. You can see that. Let me pull the descriptor of it. My notes. Okay, Holst Manor. This old manor dates back to the founding of Point Diablo, built by the eldest son of Merrick Holst. The two-story shingle-paneled house with an attic and a basement has an air of neglect despite being maintained as a museum piece by Point Diablo Historical Society. You can see this kind of a plaque out front that gives you a description of the history of the house and who used to live there and the sort of opulent nature of Merrick Holst and his family and John Colt as well.
Can I find anything that's silver along the house, like a knocker on the door or something?
Wrought iron. Everything is wrought iron.
Now, the good news is we know it isn't a fairy
Or a ghost.
or a ghost. Huh.
Actually, a lot of things. Iron is a lot of things. Iron and silver.
Yep. Two basics.
Hunter's arsenal, except for Nate.
Except for Nate, who brings guns to a monster fight.
Oh, well, I can't just, use magic or anything, because, I just don't have it.
Well, maybe someone should work on that.
Yeah, that's totally what I should do. So,
It's okay, I can teach you. We'll learn, it'll be great.
I'm good for right now.
It's very
So,
helpful.
Is it in here, or is it underneath?
You have no idea. You can't tell where it ends in the building, you just know it's inside.
I enter
Okay.
with my gun holstered very carefully, looking around.
Okay. Anyone else do anything with her? She's gonna walk through the front door.
I'm gonna enter with the cross held aloft
Okay.
and my fingers ready at the side.
Okay.
Like the fireboss.
It's like waiting for a gun to draw. You have no holster there.
I do have a holster there.
Your wand holster. Nate, what are you doing?
I'm falling behind them, and I'm telling them to get into a sort of triangle formation where everybody's looking outward.
Okay.
So we're all rotating.
Cutting
make
the pie.
We're all
Alright.
getting a good look at what's inside there if we walk inside the building.
Okay. Inside this first room here is kind of this atrium. There is two sets of stairs leading up. A door on the left staircase, and I'm gonna tell myself a map so I don't forget.
Should he roll and manipulate someone to get us all into that formation?
No. You can choose if you want to.
I'm just saying, if he gets the 10, we get a +1.
Do you want to try to manipulate them to get in the situation?
Yeah, I guess. Okay.
Sure, let's do it. Yeah, manipulate somebody. It's a well argument.
8.
8 on a
What is
manipulate.
they mark experience if they do what you asked. I'm
Um,
gonna do what he asks.
You son of a bitches. It's normally for NPCs, but
It also says
I
for
know.
another hunter.
I know.
How nice. I'm getting pretty close to it.
So, yeah. Well, that's if you those normally manipulates for something if you're unwilling to do it.
Okay.
But you guys,
It's your call here.
yeah, I'll allow mark experience. All of you mark experience,
I leveled
including
up.
you, Nate, including you.
Congratulations!
Great, good for you. Excellent.
I have one more experience point. I only have 2 more to go.
Nice.
I'm gonna level up by the end of this whole series.
I know, right?
Just saying it, folks.
I mean, if you stay being as awesome as you are now, you might not ever level up.
I took an extra weird point.
Cool.
That's what I did.
So as you guys
My
walk
first
into
one.
the atrium, there are 2 sets of stairs, like I said. There's a door on the left one. Not sure where that leads. And then there are doors in front of you and to your left and right as well. So there are technically 5 ways to leave this room.
Nate, you're the man who knows how to do the tactics and whatnot. Which way do we go?
Why don't you just suggest I do it next time? Maybe we'll get somewhere.
There are currently closed doors, but they look to be sort of sliding doors.
Okay.
Sliding doors as in we can see through them, or
No, sliding doors as they slide in and out.
Okay.
And they're wooden windows?
Wooden windows
like
with brass or iron handles.
Okay. I want one of you to stand on either side of the door. I'm going to slide the door open. I'm going to go in. I'm going to make sure the coast is clear. And when it's clear, I'll wait for you guys to come in, and we'll do the same thing for any of the other doors we see. Is that okay? Is that understood?
So you want me to charge right in, right?
Lexi,
No,
are you clear with what I'm telling you?
Yes, I've understood you. Just stand on the other side of the door.
Could you
We'll
make
wait
sure she
here.
I
understands?
just wanting to fuck with them, Lexi. Come on.
But listen here. If the monster comes out and attacks him, then we could be the heroes.
We're always the heroes.
Question.
Selfish little-
Yes.
Said I'm taking the +1 to weird. Can I actually decide to take a different one?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to take the extra spell slinger move.
Great. So, you guys are going to kind of watch the door as he enters and clears?
Yeah, I'm going
Um,
to crack the door open a little bit, look from whatever vantage I have, then slide the door open and then move forward, going from left to right into the
Yeah, I
room.
don't know which one it is. It's this one. You're right. It's combat magic pick.
So, inside the room, you find yourself in a large dining hall. There's on the far end of the room is a chimney, and then there are 2 doors exiting outward. And Nate, do you enter the room?
Yeah.
The doors seal behind you. You guys, he walks in, the door slams shut.
I immediately tried to start
You-
opening the door.
You cannot open them.
You say no, I can't try.
You no, you
Bully.
physically cannot open them. They're sealed shut by some sort of mystic effect.
Can I shoot the door?
Sure. Make a kick some ass roll against the door. Wow!
It's 11.
Oh my god, you kick the door's ass. You shoot it. What's the effect you're gonna do on this door?
I want to get a hole big enough for myself and Lexi to squeeze through and hopefully rest
That's
our
fucking
time.
impossible. I'm sorry.
You said my desired effect, and that was my desire.
No, there are 4 effects. There's take +1 advantage to yourself or to an ally, inflict terrible harm, inflict less damage to yourself, or force them where you want them.
I want to force them open.
Unfortunately, you try to do that, you cannot. Not with a bullet hole. You shoot the door, and the door is just like, oh, I'm gonna open. No.
The door falls off its hinges.
You shoot the door, and it goes through, and you can see into the room through a hole, and you can see that he is currently safe on the other side.
Hey, you alive in there?
Well, I just heard this loud thunderclap, and then like a hole developed through the door.
I'm gonna say that.
And I'm looking. Go ahead, Pat.
No. You continue.
I look through the hole on the opposite end of the room, and I like shoot this look of, are you serious right now?
I thought I was trying to eat you. My bad for trying to save you. Next time I'll let you die.
I walk over to the hole that was put into the door, and I try to pull the door open.
The door will not open.
Yeah, I already tried that, genius.
Yeah. Apparently the door is sealed behind you.
So is it sealed as in it is too heavy to move?
Sealed as in there, you
can I tell it's magically held?
Yes, you can absolutely tell it's magically held.
Okay, is there any way I can do like there's no
Dispel?
There's no dispel in the list of things that I can do. Can I do something to dispel this door?
Yes, there is a way you can dispel this door. Or there's a way to get through the door. There is a way.
Okay.
It's called being creative.
Aside from blowing it open with fire, is there anything with my magic that... I mean, it's not going to fit here.
Like the use magic ability?
Use magic doesn't have anything that's like dispel.
Do you want me to read off the effects?
Well, there's inflict harm. There's enchant weapon. There's do one thing that is beyond human limitation, and that is kind of what I was thinking.
Yep.
But you said it was magically held, so I don't know if that's if I can use like strength to open it.
That's something beyond beyond physical human limitations.
Yep, I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. Roll plus magic.
Could have just punched through the door too. I would have accepted that.
Yeah, you can just.
Excuse me, we're trying not to blow this house up. So I'm gonna stick my.
Except it's already been shot up by somebody.
I'm gonna stick my pinky finger in the hole and use magic to try and pry it open.
Okay.
I knew my hole was gonna be helpful.
Ah!
Ouch!
I got a nice 6. And wait, do I still get the +1 for following the trail?
No. It's only for that particular situation. Yeah, if you lose control of the magic, this never ends well.
Especially with you as the GM.
I know, I love it.
Bully.
So there is, you open the door just slightly, enough. You think you try to slip in, before you can try to slip in, you lose your grip, it slams shut, and it reverberates through the house, and you can hear a skittering.
Oh.
Can I tell where the skittering's coming from?
It is sourceless.
That's good.
Nate, are there any windows?
You feel like that sound that reverberated was actually even more amplified than normally what it would have been.
It's good. So, Nate, we might have a magic spider on our hands. I speak through the gun hole.
Right. Okay.
Is there any way you can get out of that room? Windows? Other doors?
I don't even want to think I can try through the windows. There are another couple of doors in here. Maybe I can try those. Are the other doors held by magic too?
Nope, they're wide open.
They're wide open?
Yep.
Okay.
There are still 4 other ways for you guys to leave this room as well, if you want to.
Well,
I have one more thing I could try. Are you ready for this? I do want you to stand back a bit.
I also take a step back. A big step back.
Okay.
hey, the dining room, like, is the table set and everything else? Like,
it's definitely set and probably glued or somehow fixed to the table itself so people don't just nick it. It looks like it's a museum piece, obviously, so they're nice replications of what would have been traditionally on there, but they're not actually as expensive.
Okay, the table?
Tables is made of polished redwood.
Is it
That's fancy.
a replica or was it?
It is the actual one. It's the actual one.
With whatever strength that I have readily available, I slowly but surely begin to flip the dining table over onto its sides, provide me more cover from what Lexi's about to do.
You probably okay, sure, yeah. You can make an act under pressure roll.
I don't need you to move that far back.
Yeah, but knowing how things go,
You
yeah.
say as you
You'll
peek through the
probably be
gunhole.
fine.
7
Maybe.
plus 2, that's 9.
9. Okay. So, I get to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. This table is about 15 feet long. So if you knocked it over, it is currently still in the direct way of this doorway. If you try to use it for cover, whatever repercussions that may happen with your spell will definitely hurt you. That is a price to pay. A hard choice is you can either exit this room immediately, or worst outcome, we'll figure out what that is when that happens.
Yeah, I guess.
So with price to pay, you'll take less damage from whatever the worst outcome is.
You'll be fine, I swear. Just
Otherwise, you're not going to knock it over.
As I hear this, I take another big step back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I guess I'll take, whatever the
You got
lesser
this,
amount of
Lexi.
damage is.
Okay, so you kind of go to the far end of the table and kind of partially use it for cover. You hide behind a chair at the far end of the room. That gives you some. I mean, that is also 15, 20 feet away from the door, so it should be okay.
You got this,
Should be.
Lexi.
So what are you gonna do, Lexi?
okay. So I am going to try out my new combat magic spell,
Okay.
which is entropy, and I'm going to try to entropy the anything that's in the center of the two doors
Okay.
that are connected
Okay.
together.
What type of move is it? A kick some ass roll?
It is a combat magic, so I mean,
Kick some ass. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be
Roll
kick some ass. oh please don't fail me now, dice. Ah, they didn't fail me now.
8.
I got a 10.
10. Okay. You know the effects? Any effect you want to add to it?
So I'm trying to well, I guess I have to use blast or wall. I'm going to use an entropic blast on the front of this door to try to rot and weaken the wood so I can push through it as if it had been waterlogged for years.
I'm gonna say suffer. I'm gonna say you suffer and everybody in the party suffers one less harm for this. It's not gonna go bad. So it doesn't really matter. However, you don't necessarily entropy the wood itself. You actually entropy the spell, and you
Okay.
see kind of at the top of the door frame on the almost on the inside. You just see it begin to rot away, and whatever sigil that was there is negated, and the door is just get the slide open.
Finally.
I'll take one harm.
No one takes harm. No one takes any harm.
Okay.
So you're all back together in this kitchen, in this dining hall. There are 2 ways out from here, and a big old fireplace at the other end of the room.
See, I told you it'd be fine. Why are you hiding behind that table?
Because nothing ever turns out the way it does.
It just
Now help
did.
help me with the table.
You didn't shut the table over, don't worry. Unless you still want to.
Why are we moving the table?
What'd you do with this? This is a beautiful
I
table.
thought I flipped the table over.
No,
Okay,
you
I guess
got
not.
that would have been that's the hard choice. You flip the table over and hide, and bad things happen.
Okay. So, well, alright, let's go check the other rooms.
Okay. So there's a room to your left and a room to your right.
Okay, before we go in, can I try to figure out if there's any other spells on the doors?
Sure. Yeah, use I feel like that's
Investigate a mystery, maybe?
breed a bad situation.
Read a bad situation.
This is definitely a bad situation.
Okay.
Something is trying to prevent you guys from sticking together.
I'm gonna open my third eye again.
Okay.
I need both of you behind me again.
Alright.
Nate, behind me.
Okay, jeez, you don't have to photograph it.
Oh, thank God.
9, nice.
11.
11, hold 3. Best way in, best way out. Dangers we haven't noticed, biggest threat, vulnerable to me. Best way to protect the victims. Or allies in this matter.
Okay, so
And you get +1 ongoing while the information is relevant.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? That's my first one.
Yes.
Do you want me to just list them all right now, or do you want to just do one at a time?
List them all. List them all. So,
All right.
Dangers.
So what are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the best way out? And I guess what's the best way to protect the victims, which I'm assuming would be either us or the cop who got taken.
Best way to protect the victims: find where it's stashing them or keeping them. If it is, obviously spiders have webs and nests, so that's kind of where they take their prey. Best way out, you said?
Yeah.
The way you came. Currently, and I'm gonna say this based off of, are there any dangers you haven't noticed? It seems that almost every door in this building is somehow sigiled or warded to close behind people when they're active. They're all active right now.
Can I see the sigils?
Yes, you can currently see them. Easiest way to break them: knife, scratch them out.
Okay. All right, you see those things up on the top. I understand neither of you understand magic, which is fine. It's okay. You don't need to be ashamed. But we do need to break those sigils. Now, you both have knives, right?
Pull out my hunting knife.
Good, good. I'm glad you brought that. Just cut a line through it.
Okay. I go through and I get all.
Oh, no, not like that. That'll... Don't do that. That'll make an explosion. The other way.
Okay, I do it the other way.
Oh, which door are you shooting?
I want to get.
This is a knife.
Yeah, I know. I understand what a knife is.
You said shooting. I just wanted to make sure.
Which one are you choosing?
Oh!
I was
Sorry,
waiting for that
I apologize.
disconnect to be reconnected.
At least you understood me. That's what matters. You're the one with the knife.
I speak the Pat lingo.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna get the door closest to us that we didn't come through, but the other one. And I'd also like to get a nearby alternative exit prepared.
Yeah, you can go and mark. You can take off the sigils on both doors
Okay.
pretty easily. So yeah, then left and right. Which way you guys have to go?
Nate, this is your choice again.
So the sigils are gone, right?
Sigils are, at least for this room, are gone.
Okay.
All the exits are unwarded.
Good.
I say let's go right.
Right. Okay. So you guys head to the right. You guys find yourself in a kitchen.
I wonder if they got any beer.
From here, there is what looks to be a path downwards, leading into some sort of larder, and a door to the south.
Alright, don't forget the sigils.
Alright, first things first, I go through and I clear all the sigils I can visibly see.
Okay.
I take one of the little knives on the butcher block if they have one, and take it with me.
Okay.
So I have a knife now too. It's not a good knife, but it's a lot better than not having one.
Yes, I would very much agree. Okay.
So yeah.
The knife that you pull out of the block is nice, shiny, bright, expensive looking, and ancient. Slightly tarnished, actually.
This isn't silver, is it?
I don't know.
Yes, it is.
I take one of the random towels that they've got laying around somewhere and I start trying to wipe the schmutz off of it.
Yeah, it doesn't come all the way off, but you have this sort of splotchy, darkened sheens on it, kind of the ripples. Looks nice.
Can I open the refrigerator to see if
There's no refrigerator in here. There's several stoves,
Okay,
an island, cooking.
icebox.
There's no icebox in here. There's
Well,
a
then
there's
it's not
a staircase that leads downwards.
This is not a place where people live.
Well, I know, but if it was meant to be of the time period, there would be an ice chest. Just saying.
It might not be in this room. There is a staircase in this room that leads downwards
To the larder.
to root cellar, or larder, whatever.
Do you think a spider would stash bodies down there?
Yes, probably.
All right,
That'd be
Nate,
too
you
logical.
Go first.
I imagine it'd either be at the very bottom of the house or at the very top, one of the two.
Well, it could hide its bodies on the very bottom and then stay up top looking for new victims.
I've never seen a spider move far from its prey.
I mean, a building isn't fire when you're that freaking big.
Fair point. Fair point.
Again, Nate, you go first.
Well, if I was a big giant spider, wouldn't I want to be somewhere where there's not a lot of light?
Well, I mean, this
Is
place.
there a basement here?
Yes, there's absolutely a basement, as well as an attic.
We can go on top and then go bottom. Does that work with everybody?
Now the basement's right here. We don't know where the stairs going up are.
Stairs are going up in the atrium, 2 rooms away.
Okay. Have we passed that, or have we been in
yes,
there?
you have passed it. You walked in the atrium. There are two sets of staircases leading up, a door on the left staircase leading somewhere unknown.
Okay.
2 doors that you guys have explored those rooms yet. Dining hall and a kitchen.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess we'll go see what's in the basement first.
Okay. So you guys head downstairs to the through the unwarded pathway, and you guys find yourself in a larder. You see the what would have been a root cellar place to store meats, as well as an ice box or 2.
I go look for some beers.
Nothing in there. They're empty. It's a museum. People don't live here.
But there should
There might be a gift shop with some beer. Who knows?
First floor. Who is a gift shop, please? Yeah, this room.
One of you break the sigil.
Yep.
break the sigil.
Okay. You can see through the door. You find yourself in. Through the door, you can see there's actually quite a large room. It's. At first, you think it's kind of a little misty or foggy in there, and then you realize it's cobwebs.
Ew.
There's a lot of cobwebs in here. What's the cellar made out of?
Stone, wood, and dirt.
Which part's wood?
The support beams.
Okay.
Things holding up the damn building.
That's good.
How precise is your fire bending?
Well, it depends. On a good day, very good.
On today, not great.
On today, it's been pretty good. We could try it. I mean, I've only let one spell fizzle.
Well, I really don't want to get caught up in that stuff by mistake.
Well, good news. If you do, I mean, you won't really know about it.
You'd be dead.
And I bet you $1 that the people are somewhere in all this spiderwebbiness.
That's a good point.
Let's see how good my knife is against the strength of this. Because you never know with these giant beasts. I attempt to cut some of the spider webbing to see if my knife has any effect on it.
It has effect, but suddenly you realize that your knife is just gummed up with thick cobwebs that are very hard to remove, and as soon as you try to do it, you find yourself sticking to it.
Well, this is what I was afraid of.
Rip.
I very painfully rip my hand off of it and don't touch it again.
Okay.
So we can't just walk through this stuff unless we want to be munch meat.
You do hear what sounds like whimpering coming from inside.
Hello? Is somebody there? Somebody nicer should probably speak to the victim.
Yeah, but Nate. Nate's the goodsy guy for communication.
I'm a very communicative person.
I'd like to think the rifle has a flashlight attachment, right?
Yeah, flashlight attachment is her just with a flashlight duct taped to it.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of duct tape, but okay.
I mean, it's not like I'm
Let's be honest, it's Willow we're talking about. Or are you talking
I
about your
meant my
rifle?
rifle.
Oh yeah, your rifle absolutely has a flashlight
Oh,
attachment.
yours looks nice.
Your assault rifle, definitely.
Okay, so I'd like to think I have the light on as we're walking through this basement through all this cobwebs and stuff. So.
Yeah. You can see kind of roughly in the middle of the room is what looks to be a woman actually caught up in a lot of the webbing. Very beautiful looking, actually. And she looks, she's, can you please help me get me out of here? I really, really could use the help at the moment. Found myself in a sticky situation.
Haven't we all? Does this woman resemble the glowy woman?
You never saw her.
Okay.
You've never seen this person. You've seen it in the reports. And the description was young, beautiful, and slightly iridescent. Slightly glowing.
She doesn't have a glow about her?
Your flashlight's right on her and doesn't really seem like it.
Okay, I point the flashlight on the rifle to the ground, so that way it's not completely in her face.
Okay.
Does it still no glow?
Not perceptibly. She looks at you and says, "Please, I really, really, really need your help. I need you to roll either plus cool or plus weird."
So act under pressure?
Yeah. But no, it's a modified act under pressure kind of deal.
Okay. 11.
11. You feel this tingling in your mind, and you realize that there's something not right about the situation. There's something that just that the entire situation just feels unnatural, almost a little bit forced, and trying to cajole you into the room.
I got a real bad feeling about this. How long have you been here, man?
Couple of hours. I kind of wandered off the path when this place was open as a museum and kind of got stuck down here.
Is there anybody else here?
Do we see
I assume
her?
it's night. Yeah, you all see her. I assume it's nighttime, so probably no. Except for you three. Could you really help me out here? I really could use it.
You know this park's been closed for a bit. How'd you get to the museum?
Sneak past the police?
And why would you do that?
Nate's gonna draw the shotgun and fire at her leg.
At the woman? Okay. Yeah. Roll to kill.
Nate, why did you do that?
This is not gonna be
No.
a kick some ass roll. This is gonna be a act under pressure.
Because I'm deciding whether or not this is real or not.
Yeah.
Well, you can decide without a roll making a
Roll
roll.
plus cool.
What are the dice though? 14.
Oh!
You've been
How?
rolling so goddamn well, dude.
It's because he's not showing
Yeah,
us the
obviously,
dice.
yeah.
Turn your FaceTime back.
No, he sent me picture updates, and I believe him. He's been rolling that well tonight. Yeah.
I want
you
GIF
pull
update.
your shotgun,
Right.
you rack around, and you guys hear this deafening boom in this enclosed space.
Why?
As, you see there's a gout of dark fluid as she screams out and kind of just disappears into the cobwebbing forest, the forest of cobwebs.
You can never get mad at me for shooting random people ever again, Nate. Do you understand me?
I just had a really bad feeling about her.
That's
You
what
know,
I
the sort of feeling
always
I would have
is.
around a park ranger.
Okay, so you remember that thing that was living inside Willow a while ago? She also made her feel weird things about people, like wanting to murder them. It's not okay. Anyway, you got lucky this time. That was definitely not a human. It fled too quickly into the sticky spider webs.
Plus, that's not blood.
Yeah, if you want to look at it, sure.
Do not go in there. There are spider webs.
Obviously. I mean, I'm looking through the thing.
So,
It's dark in there. It's kind of hard to tell.
here's a fun fact I learned in Egypt last year. Spider webs burn very, very quickly.
We're not
Do you want to be
burning the building down.
Well, I can try to make the magic not explosive.
You have used magic.
I do have use magic, but there's no create fire.
I think for your spell something that's absolutely something within the line of reality for your character is using your fire magic to do something.
Okay. So I can try to burn through the webbing. Do you want me to try that? That might work. It might be fun. You never know.
Best option I think we got right now.
Alright, that's one
The
yes.
only other option we have right now
That's two
is
yeses.
trying to cut through more webbing.
I'm very glad you two are on board with this plan.
That's 2 years.
I hold my knife slightly up so it gets decobwebbed as you.
Okay, yeah, you roll use magic.
Oh, please don't fail me now, dice. I said don't fail me now.
Roll.
I rolled a 6.
You lose control of the magic. This never ends well.
No, this doesn't.
So I wiggle my fingers and I speak the arcane language, and a ball of fire bursts out, and then I bring it up to my lips and I try to slowly, gently breathe it out across the webbing.
You don't even get that far. You pull up and suddenly, boom! Take one harm. Take one harm and
I have
ignore armor.
Enchanted armor. Oh, damn it!
One harm, ignore, and hey, buddy, take one harm, ignore. So you take one harm no matter what.
Is my knife clear of webbing at least?
Yes, your knife is clear as webbing.
Did I damage the webbing around us at all?
Yes, you can see it catching fire, and also the building.
Good.
The sort of support columns in the structure are they're not on fire yet. You can with your understanding of fire and magic and all that, you can see that they're actually beginning to catch. You can put it out if you enter the room, but from where you guys currently stand outside, this room is starting to catch fire, and if it does, you may destroy the entire building and anybody inside of it.
All right, Plan B. I can fix this.
I'm gonna go find where the fire alarm is, because I'm pretty sure all national historical, buildings have some sort of fire suppression system.
That is a much better plan than I had.
In fact, I actually worked at a National Historic Monument, and there is legally supposed to be 1 per floor, and depending on the footing, 2 per floor.
Okay.
So there shouldn't be one too far away.
It is. It's in the room in front of you.
Okay.
And the room is on fire.
Good news. I can still do the thing if you don't want to go into the fiery spider webs.
At this point, there's you can try to use magic again, try to control it, but it's currently going out. So whoever wants to act and do something to stop this burning situation needs to roll a act under pressure roll right now.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay.
I'll run for the thing. Act under pressure, so that one's cool.
That's plus
right?
cool, yeah.
Oh, that was a bad
5.
idea.
You have a -1?
Yes.
Okay. Is anybody else going to try to act under pressure in this moment?
Am I gonna save me?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I'm also gonna just roll because why not?
No,
8.
don't roll just why not. Just
Okay.
if you have an actual action you want to do. So you said 8?
Yeah.
Okay. This is so lovely. I'm going to resolve Nate's first. Nate's.
Yeah.
You're going to try to go. What are you trying to do? How are you trying to put the fire?
I'm going to try to go grab where the fire extinguisher is and bringing it into the other room to put it out.
It is currently in the room in front of you through a bit of fire. But you can make it. However, you're going to take some damage that ignores armor.
Okay.
That's one option. You can reach it, but not activate it just yet. So you have to make another act under pressure roll and see how well that goes. Or you can get there, use it. However, you are going to lose your AR. Is currently your shotgun. You have to drop it in order to do this and get there in time. So the cast it aside.
So is the tank in view?
Yes, it is currently in view. If you're thinking about shooting with a shotgun blast, you can shoot. Are you trying to shoot with the shotgun blast?
No, I was gonna stow the shotgun and use the M4.
Sure. It's going to have an effect. You don't know what that effect is going to be if you choose that option. I will let you know, but it is going to be an effect.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Why not? I'll go ahead and fire a round from the rifle.
Don't need to roll for anything on that one. Okay.
Okay.
So, Willow,
Yes,
did you mark experience for that?
I did.
Good. How close are you to leveling up?
Pretty damn close.
I would imagine.
I have one more, and then I level up because I am a failure at
Okay.
life.
So, how much damage does your AR do?
3 harm.
You take 3 harm as you run in front of him and get shot by him. Grazing, so let's knock it down to 2. And the fire extinguisher is shot and explodes outwards.
Do you have any armor?
No.
So you're going to take 2 harm immediately.
Okay, so I take 2 harm.
You get a bullet wound to the leg, essentially. or to
Okay,
an
so
arm.
I'm unstable.
Okay, add an additional wound to that. You're currently unstable. You're bleeding profusely.
Shit, Nate!
And there is a sudden gout of white foam and fire suppression that shoots outwards, kind of splattering the immediate area, putting out the fire. But you are currently in a very precarious situation. You're feeling lethargic, so you're not in a good spot.
Yeah.
Is the fire you said was
Fire
out?
is out. That danger is out of the way. The room is clear. However, you have a severely wounded teammate.
Okay, Nate,
It's actually
maybe don't shoot her this time.
I wasn't aiming at her.
Okay, well that the bullet wound begs to differ, but you know we can fix that. I got this. It's okay. Don't worry. I can fix this. Probably.
Oh, like you fixed all the cobwebs earlier, yeah.
There are no cobwebs here. Do you see cobwebs? No.
No, but in the other room.
I fixed it. I am going to try to heal her
Okay.
with magic. Because I'm very good at magic.
Okay.
This is terrifying.
Yep.
Yep, go ahead and roll use magic.
I'm trying to work up the courage right now to let these
Yeah.
dice roll.
I mean, if I die, then I die.
Ah, good. I got a 8-9. I got a 9.
It works imperfectly. So you do heal 1 harm. So how much harm are you currently at?
I was at 5, now I'm at 4.
Which means she's still unstable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, this says that I get to pick the glitch, and then you get to decide what it does.
Yeah.
Okay. So, there are glitches in here that are like short duration.
Mm-hmm.
And there are also in here that glitches like I take 1 harm, ignore armor.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go with let's draw immediate unwanted attention.
Great. So there is a flashing of lights from this healing effect as the bullet wound is healed. If there's internal damage, that may still be an issue. Definitely could probably heal yourself up a little more if you really, really need to. But a skittering you heard earlier is very loud as suddenly from the opposite side of the room appears the creature, the monster you are fighting.
So, Nate, remember that gun you had? Remember how you shot Willow with it? I need you to shoot that thing with it now.
So, sorry, we got 10 minutes left.
I didn't shoot Willow on.
Giant monster, don't argue.
The giant monster is here. So, what are you doing, Nate?
What am I doing?
Yeah, the monster is here.
Well, yeah, I'm going to open up on the monster, but I'm not going to use the rifle. I'm going to use the shotgun. So the little 3-point sling drops down, the shotgun comes back up, and I fire another shell.
Okay, you raise up your shotgun. You've noticed that in you guys' quick disagreement, it has gotten much closer. So make your attack.
Uh, 10.
10. Okay. You can choose the additional effects. +1 forward to yourself, which you're another hunter. Terrible harm, take less harm, or force them where you want them.
I think what we're going to end up doing is I think we're going to end up doing 1 more harm.
Okay.
So it does 4 harm now.
Okay. You shoot the creature. You hear the crunching of the chitinous chitinous exoskeleton as your attack does a lot of damage. It has gotten very close to you, and it's actually going to try to munch on you and take a bite out of you, dealing 3 damage.
So that does 1 damage then.
Yep. As it bites and kind of slightly pierces through your flak armor.
Okay, so it's like right on, or is it like
Yeah,
Working
it is
right on
currently
me?
right up on him right now.
Okay.
Nate, Lexi, Willow? What you guys gonna do? Who wants to go first?
I'll heal myself just a little bit more so I'm
Using
stable.
magic?
Using magic.
Okay. The two magic users call upon the demonic experience you've had using magic to heal yourself. Go ahead.
That's,
Plus weird, so 9.
so I have 3 weird, and that is.
Jeez, you
12.
have 3 weird already?
Well, I have already leveled up
That's
once.
right, that's right, that's
I'm on
right.
my way to leveling up a second. time.
Yeah, you absolutely heal yourself 1 harm, so you're no longer unstable.
Thank God.
Yeah, you're great. You're okay.
I'm sure
You're-
that's probably the.
You're not great, but yeah.
I'm in my natural state.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess it's my turn. I am going to throw a blast of entropic energy at this spider.
Okay. Yeah, it's danger close to
Me, yeah.
Nate.
I'm
Yes.
gonna not fail.
7,
8, 9.
9. Okay. Yeah, you hit.
Awesome.
How much damage does it do?
It does. Blast is 2 harm, and entropy is 1 harm messy.
Okay. Nate, you find yourself that shotgun blast you hit on it. You see there's just kind of this spray of whitish brown fluid shoot out of it, and you're just covered head to toe in this viscous gore. And then it leaves you and goes out for a bashing strike against you, dealing 2 damage.
Okay, and this does not ignore armor?
It's not, it does not ignore armor.
Awesome. So only 1 harm.
Yep. It's kind of between both of you and Nate now. Top of you. Who wants to go next? Yeah, Ozol can do something.
V, you wanna?
Sure, I'll take a shot at it.
Your rifle?
Rifle.
Okay. 10.
11 plus my tough.
Yep. So you can add 1 extra effect. What do you want to add?
Oh, I'd also like to hex it.
Okay.
Well, that's on my mind.
What's hexing do again?
There's a couple different options for this one. I would like it to suffer 2 additional harm. Ignore. Oh, wait, what?
When you cast a spell, you can do that.
Oh, you're right. This is
Yeah.
one of my gun.
You're shooting
that
them.
one's for jinxing. Yeah, never mind. So
Okay.
I'm not going to do the hexing. I'm just going to shoot at it.
Okay. So you take a shot. You have 1 additional effect you can add to it. Plus 1 forward to yourself to another. Inflict terrible harm, suffer less harm, or force them where you want them.
I would like to force them further away from my friends.
Okay. You shoot it, and it kind of sees you, and as it's running towards you, you shoot it, and it kind of ricochets off the ground, and it's only going to do a bashing attack. So it's away from you, but closer to you now.
It's away from them and closer to me.
You take 2 harm, and you deal 3 harm.
So I take 2 and I deal 1.
No. You take 2, and you
Okay.
deal 3. Ooh. So you're now unstable again.
Yes.
You all can hear. You guys can all hear a crack as it hits you kind of in the leg area, and your knee is broken.
Okay, so I followed my knee.
And it's going to use this entrance. Use this time as it's close to the exit to run.
At least you
Escapes.
didn't put an arrow in your knee.
Yep. It escapes. You're a monster. You leave me alone. Okay.
Okay, so it's gone now.
Yes.
Good, good. That was good. We all did good. Claps all around. Good job.
You see her lay on the ground with a bloody leg just pouring out. You can actually see kind of bone and cartilage sticking out.
I'm laying there just like...
Don't worry, I can fix this.
Do we have any alcohol, guys? I really need some alcohol.
I can fix this. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. You'll be fine.
No, Will. No. Lexi. I need some alcohol.
Okay, well, just good news. Nate's paying us $50. We're gonna go to the bar after this.
Yes.
We'll get sloshed.
Sorry.
It'll be great. We'll get tipping.
Okay.
I'm reloading the shotgun and I feel like I should continue to follow it, but
I'm going to try to heal some wounds again.
Go ahead, healing her wounds.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's good. That is a 11.
Yep, you healed the wound just fine.
And I guess I have to do it again? Because she's still at 4. She's still unstable.
Yeah.
Even with the 2 damage you took?
Yeah, we healed 2, and then you gave me 2 again.
Okay. You're currently unstable, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Do I need to roll again?
Yes.
Oh, please don't fail me now, dice. I said don't, and you didn't, and you did good. I got a 9.
9. So there's a glitch.
This glitch is going to be,
Why am I acting like a tank in these situations?
I don't know. I don't know. He's a tank. He hasn't really been hit yet.
If I go with the effect is weakened, are you going to say it does no healing?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to go with the effect is weakened.
So you're healed to 3, but you're still considered unstable.
Okay.
There's some damage below the surface that seems to still be there. Pains you when you walk, but you're still able to walk on it.
Okay.
Are there first aid kits around here?
Not to fix this. Not to fix this sort of situation. To heal unstable, either you need to roll really well on the heal check, or go see a doctor.
I don't think any doctor's going to be okay with what happened. Spider bite. How dare.
Yeah, that wasn't a spider bite. That was her knee got broken in by a goddamn spider leg.
Your knee looks fine, hon. It looks fine, honey. Just to be fine.
We'll deal with it later. Let's go kill the son of a bitch.
I feel like now might be a good time to try and beat Foot out of here.
Yeah.
We can come back once your leg's better, and once he can learn to aim.
So, if you guys are going to leave, where do you want to go?
We're going to leave and try to head back to the hotel to make sure her leg is better. And then maybe next morning we'll go over to the old man with Damon.
Okay.
Right?
Right,
yeah. Everyone? Everyone, I need a yes.
Is there a book we're supposed to pick up from here too, or an item?
Yes. Haven't found it yet.
Nate?
Damn it.
We can find the book later.
I don't know, Lexi. I think if I do one little healing on myself, then...
You're not going to heal, you're unstable.
Oh, yeah.
You need to actually physically go get that handled somewhere.
I can do it. We can make it,
A
Lexi.
long rest is not going to help it.
We're going to get that leg looked at. That's final. You don't get to say in this. Nate, you're agreeing with me, right? That's 1 yes for me.
Yeah.
That's 2 yeses.
We can't
and she gives us a
anything
yes.
else.
Come on, Nate.
No,
We've already done too much as
Look,
it is right now.
there's no alcohol here. We can get alcohol at the hospital.
So close to the end.
Yeah, it's just, I suppose...
And the end of the
it's
time.
still good,
There's so
right?
much I want to do before I wrap up. But.
We're going to use my earlier roll from before to find the way out.
Yep.
And get into the car that's parked right there.
Yep.
And get her to a hospital or whatever she needs to go to.
Okay.
Yep. I'm in agreement with that.
So, you guys drop her off at the nearest emergency room to take care of a semi-healed broken leg.
Great, they're gonna have to reset it.
Yeah, they have to reset it.
The leg is healed. It's just
Yeah.
a few of the bone fragments are still in the flesh that I couldn't.
it is a pretty nasty situation. So you can pick her up again in the morning, healed up just fine. This world is weird. Just accept it.
Okay.
What do you guys?
The doctors are all magic too.
You guys head home. Yeah, you guys all head home for the night. It's not as bad as they looked at it, and it looked much worse at initial consultation. And when you guys pick her up in the morning, it turns out it wasn't as bad. So you're no longer unstable. You heal 1 extra wound.
Just one?
Just 1.
Can we also heal the wounds?
Yes. You guys take the night. You guys can also heal a wound.
Awesome.
It is 9:30. So I guess we should wrap this up. I really want to get to Tavares, but that's okay.
That'll be a perfect start for the next session.
It is a perfect start as you guys pull up to the meter in front of Tavares. It is already green. He's waiting for you.
Good.
That's rough.
I would like to point out that it says in the book, let me pull it up, at the end of each session, you're supposed to ask us questions and give us experience points. Or is that just at the end?
I'm at the end of each one. You guys, you have been occurring so much that I think...
that's at the end of the mission, not the...
Yeah. It is
Okay.
These sessions are normally supposed to take one sitting.
Really?
Yes.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, if we all sat down and played, for
Yeah,
A day and a
in
half.
a day, like a 6, instead of doing this moments of breakups and stuff like this, we could easily knock this campaign out in 6 hours, easy.
Yeah, 6 hours. You want to host us for 3 more hours?
I don't think you could.
I don't think so either.
And that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I mean,
Keeps
We
us in
get into a
suspense.
lot of shenanigans.
You
No,
did get
for
into a lot of
real.
shenanigans.
I was like, that's the best part. That's why we got to split up. That's why with this group we split up one shots into like 3 or 4 episodes.
Is it allows for
One
this
shot
other
action
emptiness?
theater,
One
5 shots
shot.
later.
And we all love shots. Let's be
You know,
does
I
a lot of
like the
shots.
name.
Okay, I have an idea. Why don't we change the name to 5 Shot Action Theater, and every new session we all take a shot at the beginning.
I already do. I don't know what you guys are doing.
No, we should call it 5-shot action theater, and then only ever play actual one shots we do in 3 hours.
I would hate that.
That'd be so funny.
Oh, for real. Okay, so
Yep,
we're
the
doing
26th.
we're doing this in 2 weeks. So
Yeah, the
we're gonna do it
26th.
again. So no worries. We have a
one's
place to
dead
pick
yet.
up from.
She got
Thank you
pretty
so much
close.
for tuning in. I know we got a
She
few
did,
people watching in
twice.
there. Little Pat 211.
Thank
Little
you.
shout out for a follow there. Thank you very much. I know there's a couple people in there chatting and
That's his.
and
This
laughing
is her,
and
that's sister.
LOL.
I love you.
The sister.
You're
Yes,
watching.
Probably not anymore.
he should be
The moment I
proud
said like, oh, it's the
because
sister, and I was like, nope, I'm out.
she does a shit ton of cool stuff for this channel and stuff. So
She really does.
Little Pat 211, you need to step up your game. Boom, gauntlet.
Damn.
Dropped it.
Ouch.
If you're
All right.
still watching, I'll see you Sunday.
No, for real. It's like I hear you got big aspirations to do some stuff. Get on it.
Become the next ninja.
Do not stop dreaming about
Become
that,
the
man.
last ninja.
Seriously. Yeah, the last ninja. Don't be. And you know
Become
what?
American Ninja
Don't
Warrior.
become the next ninja. Become the next little
Yeah.
Pat 211. Right? Define
Look,
yourself.
branding starts
Do not be defined by
If
others.
you're,
So,
if you
I don't know
set
why
out
I'm
to be the
talking like
last
that.
ninja. that means
All
you
right,
have to kill all
everybody,
the other
have a good
ninjas,
night.
which
We're
makes
about
you
to
great.
sign off here.
Very true.
See you
Good
in 2
night,
weeks.
everybody.
Bye.
Yep. Good night.
so
See
thank you
you
for
in
watching.
2 weeks
Appreciate
for another episode
listening.
of Monster of the.
Yeah.
What it'll be our 4th episode of this one?
Third.
Third.
So Monster of the 3 weeks. We will see you then. We'll see you in 2 weeks, guys. Pull up a chair. Make time to tabletop. See you.
Good night, guys.
Cheerio.